Yo, yo.
Yo, what's up, party people?
Salute, salute.
Happy Saturday.
Shannon in the building, Mr. Bullshitter. Willie, what up, yo? Dr. Brian, what's good? CJ,
And Jason,
Jason, you in here? What up, yo?
Five.
Smash that like button on the way in. Be more bigs. Crazy mechanic. What up, yo? What up, yo?
What up, party people?
Tap in. What's good? Good to see y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So hit that like button so we can get that algorithm going. Put some notifications out.
yep. How was everyone's Saturday today?
Yeah, hope everybody had a good weekend. Good Saturday.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really nice where we was.
It said your mic is loud, though.
Oh, my mic is loud.
Yeah. What up, Raider?
Uh-oh. Let me
Appreciate you,
turn
Jason.
my mic down.
Shoulders, brother. Appreciate you, Jason. Sophia, how you doing? Good to see you tonight. I'm still a pretty name. What's going on? Bobby Brown, what up, what up, what up? What's up, y'all? Full time, what's good, man? Good to see you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the congratulations, man. I wouldn't be there without y'all, so what up, June? J3, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
All right, is my mic better now?
It's picking out a little bit.
It's speaking out a little bit. I can turn it down some more. How about that? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all. Smash that like button.
Yep. Smash the like button.
We got a good cause tonight. You know, I don't usually do the donations, but tonight we're gonna do that. We get 7K, and we're gonna do something. We're trying to keep the meetup popping for you guys. So snap at you. What up, Bobby? Right? Bobby, he turned it down. He turned it down.
Yeah, I turned it down. I turned it way down. So is it too loud now? I can keep turning it more. Yeah.
Is it still loud, y'all? Charlie boy, what up, yo?
Charlie Boy, Jigs Farms.
So you got some chance. So you got some reverb.
It still got some reverb to it. Maybe that's just my voice, huh? Ain't got that Barry White voice. Hold on, maybe I got some background noise. Let me try some other things here.
Yeah, y'all, smash that like button. Let's get some folk up in here. Appreciate the 7K. Trying to get to 10. That's a goal of mine. Trying to get to 10.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Is that good?
10K and consistency. You said you're good now, Big O, whatever you did.
Okay, beautiful.
It's way low now.
Oh, it's too low now?
Yeah, it's too low.
Okay, let me turn it up a little bit. I turn off the echo cancellation.
Thank you, Patrick. What's up, bro?
All right, how about that? Is that better?
A little more.
A little more. Okay, put some more. I'll put some more bass on it. How about that?
Hey, Wills, what up, yo? Can y'all hear Big Zo okay?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me okay? You guys want me to sing Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol? No.
Yeah, I can't hardly hear you now, Zo.
Oh, you can't hardly hear me?
Yeah, I can hardly hear you.
Wow. Okay. Well. Okay. It's maybe that's a good thing that you didn't hear my singing here. Hold on. All right. So let me go back to the echo cancellation thing. Okay. Now, what about now? Is that better?
There you go. That's good. There you go. How that sound to y'all?
Do
That
I
sounds
sound
good to me.
better?
That sounds good to me. How that sound to y'all?
All
Mr.
right.
Hicks, what up?
Well, it's
Hey,
all
what
right.
up?
We'll go ahead on and roll with it, huh?
Yeah, they said you're perfect now, bro. Said you good.
Beautiful. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, the giveaway is actually going to be fire.
Oh yeah.
Um, and those of you who were on the thing last night, you realize that there was quite a few things that came in addition to the gun.
What up, Big Dre? Big Dre out here. That's me drop the link.
Jason.
Yeah, yo, we're gonna basically have the same rules that we had, and I'll explain it to anybody that wasn't there last night. What up, Chris? What's going on, man?
With the exception of one rule.
Yeah, with the exception of one thing. Hold on, let me bring in Big Dre. What up, big
Man,
homie?
congrats, homie.
Thank you, man. What's up, man?
Man,
What's
chill,
up,
bro.
big homie?
What's up, Big Zoe?
Man, I don't know it, baby. I'm looking
I just
forward
want
to
to come say
seeing
what's up
everybody
to the
in
dude,
the
man.
ATL. Say what?
I just want to come say what's up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in the ATL, man.
Yeah, it's almost time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Zoe.
Ah,
Oh, those
damn, man,
names?
that's from Nashville.
He left
That's
these
from
in
Nashville?
Nashville.
Yeah.
ARD, what up, man? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Wow.
I told
That
you.
is too funny.
Those are from Nashville. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I left that in the guy's van whenever I was getting a ride down the hill.
We wouldn't know what's funny. I got a pair from BP from
From Houston?
Nashville. It might be Nashville or Houston.
Damn.
But BP was like, I was gonna bring them to me. He's like, I just keep them.
Man, I was gonna ship these to Zoe,
Mm,
and I lost them. I couldn't find them,
okay.
and I found them.
That's all right. Just hang on to them, man. It don't matter. I don't bought 2-3 pairs since then. I got the ones that got the Bluetooth so you can listen to some music.
Yeah, I just ordered something like that.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those.
Dre, you gotta make sure I sign the inside of the trailer, man.
Yeah, he didn't sign it last time.
I didn't sign it last time.
Hey, you was
That's
inside
right,
there
boy.
like
And
2 times.
Huh?
You was in there like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know why I didn't sign it. It's gonna be funny if I did. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Oh, you
and
did.
see, I put big letters on there, Big Zoe.
Somebody drew a little bitty T-shirt under Rose Mike's name.
Mr. Schmedium, baby.
Huh?
That's Mr. Schmedium.
Yeah, man.
Too funny. Mm-mm.
I can't wait to the meetup, bro. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, man.
You ain't lying.
Right
So
there.
how's that 8.6 blackout doing?
I love A6. I've been on that 338 arc right now, though.
Yeah, he told me
Really?
that sounds crazy.
That 338
Cool.
arc, it is different. I don't know why, but it slapped hard.
Wow.
Could be that
And so it's
308
got
grain bullet.
good range to it.
What's
It's
that
got
other
good
one that
range.
was?
400 or
What's that other
500
one?
yards, 1,000 yards.
It hit harder than that
hell nah.
77 Fury, Dre?
Do I know?
Does it hit harder than that 77 Fury? That 277 Fury?
I don't know.
That's what I want. I just like the name of the round.
Yeah, I can get barrels for 277 Fury, but from what I've been reading, it burns up barrels and the ammo is expensive as shit.
Okay.
I've only found one company that even makes barrels for that.
Wow.
Yeah, June, that prom, that's gonna be my new character. I'm waiting for my holster.
Good evening. Ew.
Thank you, Rosé, Dad. What up, Joseph? What's going on, bro?
What's up?
But yeah, 338 arc is good for like 300, 400 yards.
Okay.
Okay. So that's like the 300
it's
blackout.
like a big 300 blackout.
Okay.
Man,
I
that
built it
300
to shoot
blackout
coyotes
is
and hogs with. Huh?
that 300 blackout is strong to me.
Nah, it's one of the, like, for the rifle calibers, like 300 yards and in. That's about all 300 good for.
That's right, Shannon. Thank you.
A6 good for out to like 7.
Yep. Yeah, I got one that's I got AR-15. It's got a 5-inch barrel on it.
What up, KLG? What up, Gun Lover? What up, Maurice?
Yeah.
And put a suppressor on that thing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Maurice.
the barrels, they got 8-inch barrels with 1 and 5 twists.
Wow. Maurice, the winner from last night. He trying to do it again.
Here he back again, right?
That is
What's
all right, Maurice.
I'm just waiting. I'm almost there. I'm about to say. I'm getting it from Armsman. June. I have Armsman. I'm getting it from him. Hit him up.
Yeah, man.
Hit him up
bro.
on Instagram. Oh, thank you, KLG. Appreciate that, man. You know, you get the shoulders when you join my channel. Appreciate that.
Joseph Wright. Oh, that Smith & Wesson 5.7 handgun. I recommend it.
I don't know. I don't own anything in 5.7 yet.
Man, let me tell you something. That 5.7, it's a swift little round and it's really flat shooting. It's really accurate. If you want to reach out and touch somebody at 100 yards with a handgun, then there you go.
June, I'm gonna find a link and post it for you. Give me a second.
I got a gun in the safe right now that won't nobody ever see and won't nobody ever get.
Oh, that one you tell me about?
I made one.
What up, fam?
It's a 4.6 by 30.
Okay.
Hmm.
I put the link in the chat, June. Put the link in the chat, man. He makes quite good quality stuff. Hit him up. I'm waiting on something for him too for my current configuration for my Prime. That's gonna be my new carry too.
I need to get one of those.
It's a good shooting gun, man.
I made somebody an offer on one. I'm gonna see if he bite.
I wonder if it's the offer that I heard about.
Probably is. I was serious too.
I know you are.
I was dead serious. I had that thing slapped together so quick and shipped out.
All right, so I just want to ask one thing in the chat too, just really quick, because it's like graduation season and like Mother's Day and stuff like that. How many mothers have we got out here? How many people are graduating?
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day and congratulations to all of them.
That's right. Happy Mother's Day. Congratulations.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, so the donation tonight is the same as last night. It's $20. You buy 2 spaces, you get a third free. I'm about to throw up on the screen what the firearm is going to be in a second.
No. You got to keep the suspense going.
Oh, okay.
No. You got to keep the suspense going.
And it's also going to be an Ameriglow Haven Red Dot, compliments of Roadblock. I'm going to throw in 100 rounds of ammo, compliments of myself. And shipping is going to be on you tonight. We got to do a free shipping tonight, y'all.
Yep.
What's up, Kenny?
But it's gonna be good quality firearm, bro.
Yeah, it's a good quality firearm. From what it looks, it looks as good as the other one was from last night. Mm-hmm.
How did it fall off, yo? Joseph Money fall off, bro. Still running fine. Yeah, I had no problem with that gun. That gun run good. That's one of my favorite Twinsters.
He says extended magwell fell off of his Stoker.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to figure. His Stoker Combat, mine running just great.
There's always one out there.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, I'm still looking for some 2011 mags that won't fall apart too.
2011 mags fall apart?
No. I'm just looking for some, to build up because I only got 2 mags. I only have one 2011 right now.
Mhm.
I'm not like 2A and LA with, 20, 30 mags.
Checkmate makes good mags, man. They make mags for everybody. Checkmate makes good mags.
Hey, I got a question for y'all. Either one of y'all got a Uzi?
A Uzi?
Yeah, something that use Uzi mags or Colt bags?
Nah, I ain't got no Uzi. None that use Colt mags either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't have anything from Colt actually.
If you know anybody, I got 3 Colt mags, they brand new. I bought them when I was attempting to do this 9mm thing.
Mm.
I've got like 10 rounds to one of them.
Okay.
Wow.
If somebody wants them, they can have them for $20.
Y'all hit Big Dre, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
$20 for 3 mags. For 3 mags.
Yeah. Was it $20 for 3 mags?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a hell of a deal.
That's pretty good right there because those mags is probably what, $50 a piece?
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a deal, y'all.
You ain't lying. How you said it? Hey, Zach, it kind of makes you want to get the gun so you can buy the mags.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, nothing that uses Colt mags.
Yeah.
Hit that like button, y'all. Let me see where we at.
Zach, you bring anything special to the meetup?
Yeah. I am.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we're going to talk about this or what?
What up, G-Star? No, I'm not talking about it. The one thing special I'm bringing is I'm bringing my flail. I'm bringing that for sure. And then I'm bringing something else that shall remain nameless until you see it when I bring it to Georgia. I'm not saying
I'm cooking up a surprise.
Oh, man.
I'm looking forward to this.
Okay. Well, you guys need to start some stuff on the back chat. Start talking about it.
Yeah, the only person that know about the surprise is Zach.
Oh, yeah, I know about it already. I'm not saying. That's why I'm not saying that.
He's the only one to know about
it. Well,
appreciate you, Terry. Appreciate you.
Well, then hit it in the private chat.
Yeah, my wife don't even know about it.
Oh, wait a minute now. Queen don't know?
Nope.
What's up, G-Style?
Yeah, nobody know about that one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
bringing the hunk and the flail.
Yeah, well, answer me this. Should I bring the 4506? Any of them?
Yeah, you should.
Bring the what?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, training day jump.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, please do.
You know what I want you to bring, Zach?
What?
That 1911 that shoot 38.
38 Super?
Special.
1911 shoot 38 special.
Yeah. I don't got a 1911 that shoot 38.
That ain't you that got that 1911?
No, that ain't me.
I ain't never heard of that. You sure it ain't 38 Super?
Yeah, I'm positive.
I know
it's 38 special.
I know
it's just a revolver caliber in the semi-auto.
It's I'm trying to remember what the name of the company is that make them.
I know they got a 380. 1911 that shoots 380. Brandon makes one. What up, Gang Green? What's going on, man? What up, Thomas?
What up?
Yeah, I ain't never seen a 1911 that shoot 38.
Yeah, they don't only shoot wide cutters.
Okay.
Only shoot wad cutters.
Mm-hmm.
A 19. So how? Wait. How's that going? How the hell is that going to feed?
Doing good, bro.
Because if it's only doing wad cutters, how's it going to feed out of the magazine into the ramp?
No, Patrick, it's not. It's not. How you doing, Dr. T? Good to see you.
What's up, Dr.
T? I didn't say what it is yet, yo. I'm about to. I was trying to wait till we get to at least 50.
No. Wait. How many donations have you got so far?
One.
Oh, one? That's it?
What?
Oh no, we got to get these donations going because these people gonna be like, well, I don't know if I want to get in it or not.
Yeah, come on, y'all. They know ain't gonna shortchange y'all on that. It's gonna be you gonna like what it is. Believe you will. Unless they waiting to see. Oh, it's on the screen, Biggs.
What in the world is that? Who makes it?
What up, who riding?
A Colt 1911 and chambered in 38 special wad cutter. I don't know about that.
I never heard of that.
But there's another company that makes the same. They make 1911 chambered in 38 special. I can't remember the name of it. I want to say it starts with a T.
You know.
Yeah, if you want to send a donation, you send it to $ Zach Price 502. It's up on the screen. That's where you send it to the
No,
number.
Patrick, it's not a big Dre bill.
So I can keep track. And spin the wheel. Thanks for riding.
I've actually never heard of that.
Smith & Wesson makes a pistol that shoots them too. It's the Model 52 or something like that.
And it just shoots wide cutters. That's
Yeah,
weird.
it just shoots wide cutters.
Right,
That is so weird.
Now listen, because y'all guys are sending your names, I'll have to put the name up on the screen.
What's up, Mr. Biggs? Who riding?
I'm gonna be loading this in too while Big Dre and Big Zoe. I'm gonna be loading it in so y'all will see me. I'm gonna get this thing going. I'm gonna start loading now.
There you go.
Thank you, Siege. Appreciate you. Come on, y'all. Let's BTG. Come on. Yeah, if I call you by your name, please don't get upset. Please don't get upset if I call you by your name.
Cashmere Money Mac. What's up?
That's it. It's the Coonan.
Oh, the Coonan. They shoot 357.
So it'll shoot 38 special.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It says 357 38 special.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
1911.
Yep, I didn't know that.
I'll be damned.
I can't remember the name of it.
I'd be interested to see how that feeds because that's a big deal with the barrel, because that's why you have the ramp. It's got to go up to the ramp to get inside the barrel.
Right.
And how do you do that with the wad cutter in a 1911?
Magic.
Either that or
one person that had one. I can't remember who it was. I thought it was Zach.
Nah, it was Rich had one. Remember Rich from Mantis? He's the only one I know that has one.
No, it wasn't him. This is somebody I know personally, but I can't remember who it was.
I shot his.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be a straight 90-degree coming off the barrel, off the magazine, because it's got to go straight in. Because the wad cutter ain't got no ramp, and you can't have no ramp on the barrel. That is so weird to me.
Yeah, and then that Smith & Wesson, I think it's a Smith & Wesson 52.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it shoots. It shoots 38 special wire cutters.
Damn. I never heard of that before.
I've actually shot that one.
Smith Model 52.
Yeah, don't
we
get mad
had
at
a
me.
couple of those for sale at the shop when I worked on Target.
Your real name is going up there. They're gonna be mad at me tonight, y'all.
Wow.
I'm putting in the names as they come in.
That's the Model 52.
Yeah, I see that. That is so weird. So that's the second generation. What's the name?
Yeah, they're really rare, man. Hard to find. And when you find them, they're expensive. They're expensive as hell.
Smith & Wesson model 52.
Yeah, we had a collector, this old guy. He got real sick, and he was selling off all his guns, and he brought 2 of them into our shop and sold them to us.
Wow.
And we just wanted to see what it was like to shoot 38 special out of a semi-auto, so we took one on the range and shot it.
Wow. That is amazing.
I'm putting them on there.
I'm thinking you would have some feed failures and stuff. It's not that's not an easy gun.
That thing ran like butter.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it ran fantastic. I was like, that's crazy.
There you go. Yeah, so that had to be from like the 60s and stuff.
Yeah, they were competition pistols.
Yeah. So 38 special, and so it must have been before like the 9mm really took over.
Sister.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal was.
Creative.
But
It looked like it was a bullseye thing too.
2A sister, you coming to Atlanta for the meetup?
That was the first one I saw in person.
You coming to Atlanta for the meetup, 2A sister? I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
2A sister.
Yeah, she popped in the chat just now.
Don't get lost on the range.
Right, she got lost in the box. That was funny.
That was funny in Nashville.
Yep, just get a call out of nowhere. Yeah, she gonna be there. Oh man, I'm looking forward to see you.
Yep. And the funniest thing was everybody thought it was Skilly that got lost.
Right, Tiger Crane. What's up? That was a funny phone call, man. Yeah, y'all. Listen, we're taking donation. We're doing a donation Saturday. We're getting everything squared away for the meetup. So we're gonna have a nice pistol that we're giving away. I'll let y'all know what it is in a minute. Come on, donate. $20 to get you a space. $40 to get you 3 spaces.
Zach, just save everybody the trouble, man. Just go ahead and send it to me.
Let's get it going.
So how many you got so far spaces taken up?
Let's see. I don't want to tell because I don't want people to know the odds.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, come on, y'all. You won't be disappointed.
I don't never win. I always get beat by Howard J. All 3 times I would have won.
Folks,
it would stop on my name and then just barely click. One more time to Howard J. He got
the lucky folks ain't in here tonight.
Huh?
What up, Bulletproof? The lucky folks ain't in here tonight. I will. I'll text you, Siege, if you win. There's only 2 people, and there's 2 people that I text if they win. I text Siege and I text Patrick because I know Patrick worked hard as hell, so he be sleep, especially if we go too late. Those are the 2.
She's always on the road. She always moves.
Yeah, she's moving around. What's going on, crazy? Yo, did y'all hear about the gentleman who ran over the cop here in Ohio?
Yeah, for killing his son.
Yeah, but do you know what's coming back? What's coming back is that he wasn't driving the car.
What?
That's what I'm hearing, that he wasn't driving because he got charged with 2 counts of murder. So at first we didn't know there was a second person in the car with him. There was a lady in the car with him who died.
Oh, so, really?
I've been hearing that because when you look at the indictment, he got charged with 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of everything. Come to find out, it looks like he wasn't the one driving the car.
Wow.
Who was driving?
The lady who died.
Oh.
I'm waiting to see.
Yeah, well, that's kind of convenient, right?
Well, I'm waiting to see. Right? Yeah, Dr. T. Yeah, I just heard that today. I'm like, that's kind of wild because they're charging him with all this stuff, and I'm wondering, I'm wondering if that's true or not. Because there was a lady at first they never mentioned the fact that there was a lady in the car with him.
Right.
The only reason it came about is because there were witnesses there who saw it. Because people on the ground people the word ear to the street, and people on the ground saw that there was someone else in the car with them. And it's coming to find out they're saying that he wasn't the one driving. Now it was his son, and I don't condone what he did, but I do understand it.
And that is messed up, though.
Yep. That's why because they ain't even say who the lady is yet. But it's definitely with someone else in the car. And they're saying that she was the one that was driving. I thought that was something. How'd y'all feel about that when you heard about that, man? Because I had my own feelings about it. Because I know what I turned to my son and told him. Hey, G Mama, good to see you.
Honestly, I've gotten numb to a lot of that stuff, so I really don't feel nothing no more. It is what it is.
Well, I mean, I know what I turned to my son and told him if it was him, if something happened to him. And I meant everything.
I know what I would do, but
right, I know what I would do, and I meant everything that I said to him too.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough situation, though.
Because they looked at I know the kid was out there doing what he wasn't supposed to, and there's a cover up going on. That's what everybody's saying. It wouldn't surprise me, man. It sucks that I can't trust their word, but you can't trust it.
That's right. Because they've proven to be unreliable.
Right, Mr. Bullshit, I get what you're saying. Right, I'm just because I understand if he actually did do it, he was driving. I get it. I understand. But I would have went about it a different way too. It would have been way different. Yeah, but I mean, those are touchy subjects, man. I mean, if I could trust everything that law enforcement said, then maybe you wouldn't feel a certain way, but you can't. I thought initially you hit the officer that unalived his son, but it was another. Yeah, it wasn't. It was just another one of the Hamilton County deputy sheriffs that he hit with the car. It wasn't the cop. I haven't really been heard them say anything much about that police officer. Yeah, I feel bad for that gentleman's family. He got caught up in something. And I understand from the other side. It's because you represent a thing. And I have friends that are law enforcement. And there was one lady who I'm really close with. She's really cool. Her husband was a deputy sheriff. Real cool guy. And we had this conversation. I said, the reason why the feelings are like this for the police ain't because people just inherently hate the police. It's because the police have done shit to make them feel that way about it.
That's exactly right.
That's the thing. Because what they don't understand, and there's some good police officers, I can't say they aren't. They don't understand that a lot of them is that when you show up, it's not, law doesn't show up when you get there. The law is already there. You just come to enforce what it is. And most of them don't be knowing what the fuck the law is.
That's right.
And that's a problem.
Mr. Bullshit's comment.
I see. But it's true. They are allowed, according to the Supreme Court, to lie to you.
They're lying.
They're allowed to lie to you. I said the grandfather did a terrible. It was a bad press conference, Dr. T. It was a terrible press conference. I'm tired of always, even if and then I don't like for the fact that now you're supposed to be so sorry that the officer died, but even if the young man was doing something he wasn't supposed to, the fact that he lost his life doing some bullshit should still matter. He's still a young man who lost his young life.
That's
even
right.
Bullshit. It should matter. So someone should say, hey, we killed this kid, we shot this kid, but it's a tragedy. Ain't nobody saying that. It's like it's a tragedy that the officer got killed, but it ain't a tragedy that the kid is dead. Even if the kid was wrong, it's still a tragedy that he's dead. And he wasn't shooting at the police.
Right.
Because if a guy turns around and starts shooting at the police, I expect the police to shoot them. Because if you're shooting at me, if I get the opportunity, I'm gonna shoot at you.
That's right.
So I mean, I expect that. That's why. But no, they don't. They'll never say that his life meant anything. His life meant something too. I don't give a fuck what he was doing. I don't. That's the thing I don't like. It's the same thing with they'll try to make a villain out of him, like the young man in Texas, Carmelo Anthony. The first thing they want to start doing is showing him pictures with guns and all that. He's a good kid. He comes from a family with means. He has to end up getting into a bad situation. And I knew there was some crazy shit going on when the kid that he killed, his pops came out and was like, listen, this ain't had nothing to do with race. It was about some kids that made some bad decisions. And then when you come to find out, his twin sons, they 2 bullies.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, that's what I'm like, nah, man. And the first thing they do is they start to villainize you. And then what they did was they started showing the pictures of the young men. Those 2, they had guns and stuff too. Wasn't nobody up in arms about that. If they see us with guns, it's a problem. But you see some young white boys with some guns, it's all right. No, fuck that. Mm-hmm. It's okay for black folks to have guns. The Second Amendment is for everybody.
That's right. But you know,
cocky in court because he didn't do it.
Right, Mr. Bullshitter. You know why he was so cocky? Because they wouldn't let his family in there, but they had them 50 officers standing around him. That was supposed to intimidate him. Mm-hmm. And I guess he was like, no, fuck that. Don't be intimidated. If he did do it, he made a decision that, yo, my son's life meant something, and I'm gonna make them pay for it some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he did it. If that's the case. So I don't think he was being cocky. I think he was just like, nah, I wouldn't be intimidated either. If I chose to do that, why be intimidated? What you can do to me? You already took my son from me. What else you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Them twins, they had AR-15 pictures too, Dr. T. That's right. But they wasn't blasting that all over the place. It took some people on social media and stuff to put that out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a good part of a double standard there because they were trying to make those boys out to be like the victims. But those guys were more the perpetrators, it seemed like.
And come to find out, the more stuff comes out, they were bullies. They were twin brothers who were big kids who played football, and come to find out they were bullies.
Mm-hmm.
Take away this $ Zach Price 502. It's up there on the screen, bro.
Yep.
No black man committing a crime doesn't equal being killed. That's right, bullyproof. It doesn't. And Mr. Bullshit, the county that they're holding them in is a really racist county. So I hope they don't beat him up. I hope nothing happens to him. I hope he don't trip and fall down the stairs and break his neck. You know, what type of crazy shit. Right. And those two young men, the twins, they're the ones who came from the broken home, not the young brother. His parents have means. They have money. They're in their community. They're pills in their community. The mother or the other 2 kids, they're not together. I'm like, nah. But nobody never said nothing about that. But they would highlight that if it was the young brothers. They would highlight that about him.
Mm-hmm.
I pray he's protected too. What up, Rick? Yeah, man, that's crazy. They'll demonize us in a minute.
14th Amendment does not apply equally.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Hey, they're going to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico too.
That's ridiculous, man.
What, the Gulf of America?
Yeah.
It's because
it passed the House.
But here's the thing, man.
No. You go out on Google Maps and it shows that shit too.
Yeah, they changed it. Google Maps changed it too.
Google Maps changed it?
Yeah, what up, Monty? Yeah, they changed it.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot tell me that all this stuff going on isn't racist and trying to diminish people of color, black folks, and brown. You can't tell me that that's not what that is, man. You can't tell me that.
Oh, man.
Yep, you can't tell me that.
Two-way Monte.
Thank you, Two-way.
That is too wild.
Yeah, man, it's changing all the stuff and trying to erase any contributions we had. That stuff is straight racist, man.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up, Zach.
I'm breaking up?
Yeah, you are.
Am I back? Am I back now?
Yeah, you're okay. I gotta say, boy, over at Mom's house, she got some good Wi-Fi.
Thank you, Lotto. Appreciate you, man. Let me put you down here. Get you in on this here. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what this is all about. I want to make sure everybody have a hell of a time, man. We're trying to get everything together.
In Atlanta, baby.
Yeah, if you've never been before, you're going to have a hell of a time. You just
yeah, people meet up.
You ain't never, Dre, you so there's three people who have been to every meetup, Dre, outside of myself and Lito and his wife and my wife and kids. It's you, my oldest brother, and Peanut.
Yep.
They've been to been to all of them. Been to Houston, on down. What up, Danny? What's going on, yo?
And I sponsored the last 3 or 4?
That's right.
3?
You so everybody know Big Dre was our first big sponsor. Not only was he our brother, not only is he a black business owner, he was our first big dollar sponsor.
That's right, boy. And then in Ohio, I mean, Dre brought everybody.
Yep.
3 vehicles. Brought his mom too.
Oh yeah,
we got like 23 people coming this year.
Big Zo, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because I was looking on the list, I'm going, who is all of this? Because I didn't remember Queen's real name. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh shit. I was like,
this is gonna be a family reunion.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to meeting everybody, man.
Hey, check it. So I'm gonna let you in on something, Zach, that I ain't never told you.
Okay.
Remember when we was in Houston?
Yeah.
I let you shoot my gun with the trigger in it?
You did tell me.
What?
I think you did tell me.
What?
That we were shooting the prototypes?
Yeah, so that was the original Anubis prototype.
Yeah, I had no clue until you told. I was like, what? So we had been shooting the Anubises the whole time, didn't know.
Yeah, and then the one y'all be talking about in Nashville that I brought, that was the second prototype. That was actually the second version.
Okay.
Now the gun y'all be buying is the third and final production version.
Okay.
They actually different from the one I had in Nashville.
It was running back then. I had no clue that that's what that was I was shooting. I'm just, man. It's good to see Dre around hanging out. He's not just our man. He's our friend. He's a business owner, and I like to see that. I like to see the support from everybody.
That's right.
I like to see his business pop off. We were there before there was all armament, or before we knew about it. He was always all armament, and to see it popping off like this, I love it, man.
That's exactly right.
This is when I got into YouTube. When I ran into RGG back in 2020, 2021, I had no clue that I would be doing anything in YouTube at all. I had no clue that I was going to end up having friends, and it was just something that I did, and I stayed around, and we ended up all becoming friends. And I'm glad I did. It was the best place to stay around, one of the best decisions I ever made, man. It's
I'm glad you finally started your channel.
I mean, y'all told me to. I started it the night I got back from Houston. I walked in the door. I walked in the door. I boarded all the luggage, sat on the couch, and did Welcome to Fat Guy with Guns.
That is too funny. I like the political commentary that you give. That's some of the funniest shit.
I mean, man, I get. Oh yeah, I can't wait, Tiger Crane. Tick Wayne bringing that sorrow. I didn't see the interview yet, Shanna. I didn't. You got an interview over there, Big Dre?
What?
Off the beaten path?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I gotta go watch
it. It was the last episode. It just dropped a few days ago.
Okay, I gotta go watch it. Yeah, man, it's just things have come a long way, and I'm happy about it. That's why I say I won't be satisfied with the meetups until we hit ARM 10 or ARM X. I'm looking forward to having ARM X.
ARM X, there you go.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
Yep.
That's right.
I'm wearing red, black, and green. I don't care what it is. I'm wearing red, black, and green.
There you go.
That's what I wore Thomasville.
Mm-hmm. So tell the truth, Zach. If you wouldn't have met this community, how many guns do you think you would have really owned
Oh, I
by
still have as
now?
many.
That's
I
a
still have
number
as
you
many as I
can't
have
have,
now.
so
Yeah, I still have as many as I have now. That wouldn't
that's
change.
like
Really?
that's how much he weighs, so
Yeah, that wouldn't change. He said, Zach
you
told
don't
you I
do
need
that.
you two guys to pick number one or number two real quick. I picked
Two.
two. STG. I picked two.
I said two. What do you say, Dre?
Pick a
You pick
number
one or
one
two.
or a number two real quick.
But he said pick one or two. I picked two and Big Zo picked two.
Yeah. Come
Pick
on,
two
be
what?
different. Pick one.
He just said pick a number one, pick number two.
What,
Yeah,
gun?
yeah. You're not going to the bathroom, bro.
Yeah, just pick one
Yeah,
of them.
just pick a number.
I mean, it's easy. The arc and the flare. What?
Oh, I was at the range putting some rounds down today, Dick Wayne. I like it, man. I think that they made the trigger safety, the little dingus in there, it's real sharp for some reason. I don't know why. I like it though. The blade run good too. They need to send me my brace so I can get out there and shoot the right way. But that's coming, man.
One
That's
food
coming.
or two a dessert.
It was one for food or two of dessert. Okay, hey,
BOTP.
yeah, BOTP. It don't matter. It could be one or two.
How about both?
Right. Yeah, how about we say three and then we get more.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so what else going on, man? I mean, because Big Zo, what I try to do, man, I try to disconnect, man, so I'm not always ranting all the time.
Yeah. You know, I saw this one dude. I saw this one dude, whereas it was a report, whereas this apparently in South Carolina, they still have a firing squad. And so apparently, I think a couple of days ago, they executed some guy, and apparently the shots didn't hit him right in the heart.
Yeah, so he didn't die right away.
Yeah, he didn't die right away. So they said he was in pain for like a minute. But this guy killed like 3-4 people or something like that.
Yeah, I know, but still, man, it's cruel and unusual punch. See, here's the thing that has me conflicted sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I understand, and I'm going to take it to the whole deportation thing. I understand that if the judge gives you an order or whatever, and he tells you have to be deported, but then it comes behind it, and for some reason there's some sort of stay on it, there's due process you're supposed to go through. It just is. The Constitution doesn't say for citizens, it says persons. It doesn't say citizens. Due process is due to every person, not citizen.
Yeah.
So if I'm a Second Amendment constitutional guy, I can't just shirk off one part of it and say I want this one and not the other. I mean, to me, it's like the due process, because if they don't do due process for them, they won't do it for us either. And they're already trying to do something like that. I forget what it's called. Like, we don't have to have, there's a name for it, some Latin, whatever. Like, they can come in your house if they want to. They don't got to have, like almost like a martial law type of shit. Because he's trying to act like we're in some invasion. We're not at war with anybody, but that's how he's trying to put it out there.
Yeah, but there are 2 federal agencies that can knock on your door with their guns drawn and tell you to get out, and there's nothing you can do. There are 2 federal agencies. Anybody in the chat, can they tell me what they are?
As far as I know, you gotta have a warrant.
No, you don't. If it's federal, if it's the U.S. Treasury, is the first one, the IRS. Okay, that's right. And then the second one is who? Who's the second one? Can somebody in the chat tell me what the name of the second federal agency that can knock in your door, tell you to leave, and there's nothing you can do?
Is it the Department of Energy?
Nope.
Probably FBI.
Nope. FBI has to have a warrant.
U.S. Marshal?
Nope.
Who is it? This is new to me. I didn't know this.
It's the United States Postal Inspectors.
Really?
What?
Yes. because they don't have to have a warrant. If they suspect that you have done something as far as interfering with the flow of mail in this country, they don't have to have a warrant. They can knock on your door, tell you to leave, and they can search your house for those parcels of mail, or things like people mailing bonds and shit like that. Yes.
So here's the thing. So in my job, what I do, I deal with the postal inspector and stuff sometimes, and I've gone to different meetings with them and stuff. I've never had one of them say that to me.
Postal inspectors are some nasty some bitches, man.
Oh yeah, they get to it. They get to it for sure.
That's right. That's exactly right. And the other thing that happens is a lot of the state troopers, if they start suspecting that somebody's running a drug house or whatever, what they'll do is they'll try to find a way whereas that person may have committed some mail fraud or something like that.
Okay.
And they walk right in with a postal inspector because they don't have to have a warrant then. All the law enforcement get in just off the back of the postal inspector.
Oh, see, that's I say I've never had any of them say anything like that to me. That's good.
That's right. Yeah. Well. See, game wardens have to have unless you're on I guess what is it, a game reserve or parks and recreation, whatever. If you're on federal land, then game wardens would have that. But a game warden can't come to your house where you're on private property and say, knock on your door and tell you to get out.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing you learn with what I do. Like I didn't know that the parks department or the game, like they have an investigative unit and stuff. Like they have detectives. Like you could be a game warden detective or a parks department detective. I didn't know they had that stuff with what I do. So I started going to different meetings and stuff.
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, and of course the Treasury, it's because you ain't paid your taxes and stuff. I mean, how you said, ask any number of people, celebrities about that shit.
Yeah, you know how they did Red Fox.
Red Fox, Sammy Davis Jr., even Chris Tucker, right? He had the comeback tour, the IRS tour or something like that, he called it.
Yeah, I did not know. You're right, Biggs. You schooled me tonight. I did not know that. So all that.
Didn't Mayweather just get jacked up with the IRS?
Huh?
Didn't Mayweather just get jacked up with the IRS after he filed that bankruptcy recently?
I'm not sure.
I don't know what he was doing.
I keep seeing stuff popping up about him and it's mug shots or whatever. I don't know if it's some fake stuff or whatever, but they keep talking about he filed bankruptcy and then he showing him going to jail or something.
Well, I know they had something that was going on. He was over in Dubai when he couldn't leave.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened with that. It had something to do with money. I'm not, as far as I know, the guy got money like train smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 50 Cent had money like a chain smoker, but he still filed bankruptcy.
Oh,
bankruptcy! If you filing bankruptcy on your business, like they could have been filing bankruptcy on the LLC. It's not the same as me. You file a bankruptcy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You file a chapter. So that's why people say they don't listen to Donald Trump when he be talking about all this money he made because he filed bankruptcy 3 or 4 times. He filed Chapter 11. That's just a restructure of your business.
Yeah, but he ain't got no more than business. He's a dumb fuck. I ain't even listening to shit he got to say.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm using him as an example, bro. Calm down, relax. Take that New York and put it back in the closet.
He's a degenerate businessman.
Calm down, bro.
He bankrupted the casino, man.
Yeah, he filed for bankruptcy on that casino several times.
Bankruptcy, it's because they're restructuring the company. It doesn't mean they're broke.
I know if you do like Chapter 11 and stuff like, but his ass ain't got none of that shit no more than he had. Fuck that guy, man. Yeah, they got what's his knives too.
What's up, Norwood?
And he tried to pay. He said, "What's the highest ranked official in the U.S.?" Oh, who? The Treasury Secretary?
The highest ranked official?
That's what he said. Is it the Treasury
Secretary?
Secretary?
The president. He ain't got no power.
Hey, Tactical Tina.
I would say the president. I don't know. I mean, ranked official. Maybe the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Yeah. I mean, as far as rank.
The head of the Treasury has a lot of power, Big Dre.
Secretary of Treasury.
Secretary of Treasury. He has a lot of power,
And he's a part of the president's cabinet.
and he can't be fired.
That's right.
And that is the only other building that sits on the same plot of land as the White House.
That's right.
The Treasury.
That's right. And it was
right next
built
to
designed by Alexander Hamilton.
That's right. Keep the money right next to the big seat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, chapter 13. Okay.
Chapter 13, chapter 11, all of them, man, they're just rough. That bankruptcy.
Oh, big. So let me throw this up on the screen real quick.
Go
so people
for
can
it.
see this. Let me present this, y'all. This is what we're giving away tonight.
Ooh, sweet. Now, for the context, it's just that gun, right? That's not the optics.
No. So what you're gonna get is you're gonna get the Ross Martin RM1C. You're gonna get in the Marigold Haven Red Dot. You're gonna get 100 rounds of ammo, and your shipping is on you this time.
Right. And so
Whatever
that gun holds what, 15 rounds?
Yes, a 15-round magazine.
That's a 17 round.
Like I said, I thought that was 15, Big Dre. What up, Charles Henry?
That's probably 17 with the extension, but
that magazine that's in it is a 17.
Okay. Yeah. So it come
I
with a 17.
I carry that gun every day.
Oh, it come with a 17 and a 15?
Yep.
Okay. So it come with a 17 round and a 15 round magazine.
Yeah. That's my carry gun.
Okay.
All right. So how do you carry that, Dre?
2023.
What do you say, Dre?
I've been carrying that right after SHOT Show when I went to SHOT Show.
Okay.
I got it like 2 months after SHOT Show.
Cool.
Hey, yo, come on. This is a good cause. Nice pistol.
Yeah, that gun nice. And they black on.
That's right. And it's a black-owned company.
Wow. So you don't carry that appendix, do you, Dre?
I don't carry shit appendix, but my belly.
Right.
Too fluffy for that shit, bro.
I don't want nothing carrying none appendix, man.
What's up, Charles Henry? I remember your name now, cuz. But he kept pulling up on me like he was the damn police or something. You forgot my name, didn't you? I know your name, bro. Relax. I forgot it the first time, though.
And that's a sweet looking gun right there, though.
It's a nice shooter, man. It's a little snappy, but it's a good shooter, though. Trigger's cool. The grip feels good in the hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice joint. It's nice. Have you shot one, Zach?
Yeah, I shot a Ross Martin before. I like it.
I want the new one.
So you want the new one?
Yeah, I want the new one.
Before tonight, I had never heard of that.
Yeah,
Really?
I want the comp one
Yeah,
too.
they had a Dallas. They had a Dallas, Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
Martin. What is the name of this again? Martin who?
Rost, R-O-S-T, Martin.
Martin. Okay, I see it. I had never heard of this gun before. How about that? Learn something new every day. I mean, you know, I need another gun to go find.
And they're not expensive. They're only like 300.
Uh-huh. I see that. Too cool. Different colors too.
Yeah, they got black, gray, and FDE.
Uh-huh. Well, that's pretty neat.
Everything's ambidextrous out the box. The mag release, slide release, all that shit's ambi out the box.
Wow.
It's built on It's based off the Arex Delta.
Arex Delta?
Yep. As a matter of fact, Arex helped design and manufacture some of the parts in the gun.
Really?
Yep.
Man, that's pretty sweet right
And
there.
it'll use CZ, I think it's CZP-10 mags. The mags in the gun are CZ mags. They just changed out the base plate and the follower.
Wow. Okay. That is beautiful right there, actually. I might have to look into getting one of them. And it's optics ready and everything else. It's got the Picatinny.
Yeah,
so it probably runs all the standard stuff.
Yeah, it comes with everything in the box.
It's pretty sweet right there.
Yeah, I've been carrying that gun going on over a year now, going on 2 years now.
So you carried in the 3 o'clock position, huh?
Yep. And a holster that I had custom made at Arm 4.
Okay. What up, Roadblock? Donation tonight is $20, man. Just like last night. $20 get you 1 spot, $40 get you 3 spots.
I bet ain't nobody even noticed what I've been doing since I've been on here.
What you been doing, Dre?
Look right there.
Oh yeah, I've seen that move is because you flash the camera back and forth, you come back and that and then right move. Now the thing is, I'm not saying nothing about that. I'm just a little too observant sometimes.
That's the third one I done had up there.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing going on in my background, so you know.
Zach, he used to got one somewhere back here.
The funny thing, this up over here, you probably can't see it. I just got a pistol up tonight. I was moving stuff around, you know.
Man, we went to go coyote hunting and couldn't get the guns to 0 for shit. Trying to figure out how to work these scopes. And we just ended up just out there shooting. And bruh, man, I tell you what, I need a house in the country.
I need a house in the country.
Cause we was at my boy's property, and he was driving me around and stuff. And dude, they had like 130 acres. That was all his family land that connected to another 400 acres that belonged to the Mennonites. So when we was just out there, just walk out the back door and pop, just start shooting. Right in the driveway. Wow. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I need this.
Well, you go crazy with that, Big Dre. Especially if you had a berm out there, kind of like what's the Honest Outlaw guy, right?
Billy, what up?
Yeah, Honest Outlaw or Hickok.
Well, that's what I told. I told Jackie, if we move from here, the next place we move to, it needs to be somewhere I can walk out the back door and shoot. And I mean that. I ain't moving nowhere. I need to be able to walk out the back door, pull up a gun, and just start busting shots.
So,
otherwise, I don't want to move. Otherwise, I don't want to move.
Mm-hmm. Billy in the building.
Yeah, my fly family. What up, Billy?
My fly family.
So Henry said, "Move your cash out."
A real deal in here. I don't know how to make it smaller.
No, you ain't making that smaller.
You can stop sharing the gun there.
Oh yeah, let me bring that down. There we go. I'll show it again later.
Mm-mm.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that, man. I'm trying. I'm trying, man. I want to hit 10K back.
You ain't lying, boy. Do you one of those gold plaques until you get to like what 100,000, right?
Yeah, you gotta get to 100,000, you get a silver plaque.
Silver plaque.
When you get to 1 million, you get the gold one.
Ah,
Who
okay.
knows, man?
You get the 10 million, you get that big diamond ruby deal. So big
Yeah.
ass ruby.
I know
Wow.
Demolition Ranch, I know he got one of those.
Yeah. That's the only person I've ever seen with one.
Mr. Beast, I know he got one.
I don't even watch it.
I think Mr. Beast has the most subscribers on YouTube. I think so.
He's one of the OG original YouTube creators, though.
Yeah. In fact, the Demolition Ranch retired. I'm like, man, they've been doing it a long time, so shout out to him.
Yeah. He's one of the very first YouTubers I ever watched in the two-way space.
Wow.
Yeah,
I used to watch his vet channel back in the day, just a trip.
Maximum Holdings in the building. What up, Lito?
Lito.
What up, man?
What's up, Lito?
All right, Lito, we got some guns popping tonight, man. $20 donations. $20 get you one spot, $40 get you three. Oh, Real Deal got a hell of a range, Danny. I shot there. I've been there. Pick got a hell of a range at his house. I've been trying to get back there now for 2 years. Yeah, he got a hell of a range out there.
He's in Indiana, right?
Yeah, he's in Indiana. Yep, we had a nice range there up there.
Your name's Zachariah?
Nah, my name's Zachary, man. It's based after Zach. It's based after Zachariah. Nah, you ain't banned, Lito. You're not banned on my channel, man. You in there. You ain't banned, bro.
I banned on your channel too.
Nah, you ain't banned over here.
Damn.
So
if Letho wins, he gonna come in there with all the blue lights in the background. Hey, what up?
Right.
Boosted said he got a question.
What's the question, Boosted?
You and RGG gonna be live on Wednesday.
Probably. I don't see why not. Why? What's up? Unless something happens, I don't see why not.
NBA playoffs? I don't know.
Yeah, I
don't even watch NBA no more.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, it's your birthday. Okay. All right, man. Happy early birthday. Just in case we're not on Wednesday. What else going on in the world, Pixel?
Man, ain't too much of nothing else going on in the world. Everybody was hot and heavy about this defaulted student loans and stuff, man.
I mean, at some point you gotta pay them.
Yeah, at some point you gotta pay them. This whole income-driven repayment plan thing. These are all simple interest loans, and if you don't pay the interest, you're gonna add more onto the principal.
But that's how they are anyway. Even if I've had student loans before. If you put them on hold or however you do whatever you use, you end up having to pay that. It gets added on. You end up having to pay that. Yeah, put it for forbearance. You end up having to pay that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know how it's all gonna turn out, because it was like they had all the other stuff with the SAVE plan, and then once the Supreme Court came along and said it's unconstitutional to pay for your student loans, it should have been game over. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. My thing is, man, is this. I watched them during the pandemic create $4 trillion at the press of a button. Boom. I watched them do that. Now, I don't know what the hell that affects or what it does. But I know when they want to make some money, they make that shit. But it's only when it comes to regular American people, they don't give a fuck about it. They'll ask for everything. How are we gonna pay for this? How are we gonna pay for that? But they only do that when it comes to American people. Everything else, they don't give a damn about what they pay for. That's why I don't trust none of them. I don't want this. That's bullshit. It's always about us having the weak. Oh, you gotta take this. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. All of y'all are a bunch of fucking crooks. You ain't pulling yourself by no bootstraps. We lifting your ass up. We living off our money, becoming millionaires off our shit.
Who got this dude started again?
You're gonna look at me if I want something. I'm a citizen. You're gonna look at me. What up, BP? And act like, you shouldn't get this. This is like Social Security. It's an entitlement. Social Security ain't no fucking entitlement. I pay into that shit every motherfucking paycheck.
What's up, BP?
That's my fucking money. And which is fun in this broke ass fucked up government that do all type of dumb shit to the people. Man, I ain't fuck all that. That's bullshit. I don't be trying to
get y'all Negroes got him started again.
It must have been me. I was doing it. I was talking about
now. Look at it.
Because it makes me mad when I think about it. It pisses me off when I think about it. They do all types of silly shit for if the 1%, 0.1%, all types of shit. They never care about how that shit gets paid for. But when it comes to us, there's always a fucking problem. And that's bullshit. We keep this fucking country running. Our money. The government is supposed to be by the people and for the people. Not for some motherfucker just go somewhere and get rich and just do whatever. I mean, what happened to the American spirit? We became a republic because we was revolutionary and was like, fuck that. We ain't taking no bullshit. All of a sudden, everybody get lulled into a false insecurity because you can go to Walmart and go to Target and go to McDonald's and Burger King and shit. That's dumb.
That's right.
They made us trying to make you a bunch of fucking sheep. And when you wake up and realize and get disconnected from the matrix, you be like, yo, this is some bullshit. And you can't make yourself not see it. I don't want to not see it. I want to see it. That's why I got to keep talking about it. People got to wake the fuck up. This is our fucking country, not the government's. This shit belong to us. The motherfuckers that sit up there making all this money and do all that bullshit, we sent them stupid motherfuckers there. This is our fucking government, our country. And we need to wake the fuck up and realize that. That's how we became a republic. We wasn't taking no bullshit. And as a black man, I take it personal. The first man to shed blood for the Tree of Liberty was a black man, Crispus Attucks. He was black. All this shit belonged to us. We started that fucking tree. We watered them roots. So I don't want to hear that bullshit.
So
it's our fucking country.
I'm trying to figure out where you are on this. Should people pay their student loans or get them canceled?
If there's a way to cancel them, cancel them.
Yeah,
if there's a way to do.
Because there's no way to count. That means the regular taxpayer has to pay for them.
You want to know something? So what? We pay for all the other bullshit. So what? Why not pay for something for the people? We spend all this money on defense. We spend all this money on this other stuff, and nobody says shit about it. But when it comes time to put up an area for the people, it's always a problem. That's the thing. If they weren't doing it on the other side, I wouldn't care. Hey, Michelle. If they weren't doing it on the other side, I wouldn't give a shit. Say that again, Big Zo.
What about those people who didn't go to college? Why should their tax dollars be used to pay for their other people's student loans? And then after that,
you want to know why? Because it's America. That's why. Because that's how the shit works. We always got to ask why. Ain't nobody asking why we paying for them motherfucking submarines and all the other shit. But because another person who's an American just like you might get some shit, everybody got a fucking problem with it. That's just some selfish bullshit. I'm a regular taxpayer. I pay for so much shit that I don't care about. If I pay a little extra tax so a motherfucker didn't have to pay for his college and he went and got a degree or some shit, so what? If I had to pay a little extra money for universal health care so a person didn't go bankrupt because they got sick, so what? I don't give a fuck. It would help me too. It's part of the social contract. We're supposed to be Americans. We're supposed to be part of the republic. I don't give a fuck about all that.
Tell me this. What do you think would happen to tuition if the government decided they wanted to pay everyone's student loans?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, tuition that might cost you $10,000 per semester is going to go up to 30, 40, 100,000.
But now, see, and here's the thing. I hear what you're saying, but you know there are other countries that do that, right? They have way less money than we do. Your ass can go to school for free. You can go become a doctor for free. I know in Cuba they do that shit. I can go become a doctor, do all type of shit, and the government will pay for that shit for me. And you go over there, their healthcare and shit is good. We can do it. It's not that we can't do it. They just don't want to do it. It can be done. There's all the money that's floating around this bitch. They can do that shit. I don't want to. That's why I don't want to hear that.
It's all about the capitalism, is what it really comes down to.
Right. Well, who runs? It could be regulated. You can do it. They don't want to do it because they don't give a shit about the American people. They don't give a shit about the American people.
But I tell you what, though, I worked in the university system, and that was one of the things that they really talked about. And I worked in the financial side of the university at the University of North Carolina. And the thing is that they were really fighting because the UNC, they wanted to raise the tuition rates and stuff. And then after that, what happened was the people with the out of state people wanted to come in there and take away the 18% that the North Carolinians had, the in-state people. So what happens is at UNC, they say, okay, what we'll do is 18% of our student body has to be from in-state. And all these out-of-state people came in here and said, hey, we'll pay double, triple, whatever you want to pay, just so we can get in, so my child can get in on that, and you can still call it 18%. And so what it is they wanted it to be like 10% of in-state tuition, and then that other 8% would go to out-of-state people, and the university wouldn't actually take it. So I don't know.
See, and that's the thing, Tactical Tina. I know that. See, if what I was paying for was going to benefit society, because I don't believe nobody should go bankrupt because they get sick.
But see, look, check this out, bro. That whole healthcare thing you keep talking about. So Canada does have that free healthcare. Yeah. But the healthcare is not good.
That's bullshit,
exactly right.
Right?
And they have
I know people from Canada.
I know people from Canada too.
And when they would have procedures, when they would need procedures they needed done, they will wait for months, sometimes years, to have those procedures.
If there is an emergency procedure that you need, procedure that you need to have, that's good, that you're gonna die from, you don't get put on no waiting list to go die.
You do get put on the list. If something is elected, that's the thing. You do get put on the list. I know people that live there that are from there and have been on those lists.
I know people that are from there and live there too. I know the same. You act like I don't know people. I gamed with people for like 6-7 years from Canada who we always talked about this shit.
65 to 70% income tax.
Make it out to be, bro.
That's right.
It's got that free healthcare shit. Will tell you it's not that great.
That's right.
Yeah, it's great. Canada is not great. But on the back end, they still pay for it with their taxes.
Why is it that people go to Canada to get shit? Why is it that people take trips to Cuba to get shit if it's not all that great? Why do people do that? That is a bullshit talking point because they don't want to give the American people nothing. Because you got to pay for something. You just got to pay for everything. That's capitalism, because capitalism has no moral compass. They don't give a fuck about people. Nobody should die or go bankrupt or lose their home because they get sick. Nobody should
give a fuck about people. Canada don't give a fuck about their people. They damn near communists up that motherfucker.
That's the thing. Somebody needs to give a fuck.
They don't have no freedom of speech. They don't have none of that shit.
Who don't?
Them motherfuckers in Canada, they can't do shit. Them motherfuckers is like communists. Have you ever watched one of their damn government when they go in there and do their little government shit? That shit's a fucking joke, bro.
That's not even true, man. That's not even true. I don't believe none of that bullshit.
That shit is a fucking joke.
That's because that's not even true. That's bullshit. That is a capitalist. I don't give a fuck about the next man thing. I can't be that way. That's bullshit. Other countries do that shit and they thrive and that shit works. I don't want to hear that. We're supposed to be Americans and have American exceptionalism, and we're not better than no motherfuckers that can do it. That's bullshit. That's because there's a certain group of people who are in power making money.
They thriving and doing so great, why the hell they keep trying to sneak in here?
Bottom line.
If these countries doing so great, why the hell they keep trying to get over here?
Who?
You got that right. Because they all want to be part of this capitalist system we have.
Everybody be talking about how great these other countries are, but they keep trying to get over here.
Big Dre, I ain't never said other countries was great.
I never said they were thriving and shit. If all this shit was happening, why are they trying to get over here?
How many people are running from Canada to get here? How many people are running from Canada to get here? I'm not talking about people coming from South America.
Most Canadian people live within 50 miles of the United States.
How many of those people? Those people who
right,
are in,
exactly.
say that again, Big Zo.
Most Canadians live within 50 miles of the United States because it's so cold in the northern part.
And if you watch people that live in Canada, I follow some YouTube channels for
and
people that live in Canada, and they complain about how fucked up their government shit is there.
We
fund businesses here in the United States to keep them paying all the bullshit and doing all the bullshit they got to deal with in Canada.
What? We pay for that shit for Israel and them other countries. We pay for their free healthcare and free college and shit. You mean to tell me we can't do it for us? That's bullshit. I will not let anybody tell me that we can't do it.
Brazil, apparently. But, you know, we pay for everybody's shit. That's why our country's so fucked up that we give all of our money to everybody else.
That's a fucking lie, too. We don't pay for everybody's shit. That's bullshit.
We pay for everybody's shit.
No, we don't.
We pay more in NATO than everybody else.
Man. That's not true. We don't pay for everybody.
We pay this country's electric bill.
That's not true.
Hey. Down here and up here, slow down.
It's a joke, dude. We just give our government's been giving our money away for years. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody does shit about it. We've been giving our money away.
That's bullshit, man.
We putting ourselves in trillions of dollars in debt trying to pay for everybody else.
Our politicians gave our industry and stuff away. That's what happened. Because they some fucking rotten capitalist bastards. They gave our fucking industry away. That's why we ain't got shit here. That's the truth about it. It's not that we can't do it.
That's why I wanted to join this thing
they
tonight.
It away. They started getting rich and they sent our shit away to have other people come and do shit from other places that they wanted to play. It's like they're talking about this bullshit now with the tariffs.
Roadblocks coming in. Here we go.
It's going to bring manufacturing back to the United States. No, it's not. You know what's going to happen? Oh, the cattlemen, they so happy because they're going to sell cattle to the UK. The only people going to get rich off that shit is the rich motherfuckers who's already rich. It don't do nothing for the regular people. That shit don't trickle down. Trickle down economics is bullshit. That don't work. It ain't worked since motherfucking Reagan when he started talking about it. That shit don't work. You know why? Because Alan Greenspan said it best. The thing that they didn't count for was greed. And greed don't let shit trickle down. That's why I'm like, nah, man, that's bullshit. We can do it.
So the rich get richer? Is that what you're saying?
That's all that happens. They don't give a fuck about what happens to the regular people. And I'm a regular guy. What up, Roadblock?
What's
going on?
What's up, Roadblock?
Good t-shirt gang in the building.
Small t-shirt gang.
I don't accept that. I don't accept that. We just can't do it. That's bullshit. We can do it. I don't accept that. They don't want to do it because they want to have a permanent underclass in this country. And I'm not just talking about black people. They want to have an aristocracy and have a bunch of other people that feed the system and make them motherfuckers rich. They don't give a fuck about us. That's what this is.
The only motherfuckers that want everybody to be treated equally get killed. They get assassinated.
Who? So what? So you want to know something? If I got assassinated for trying to do the honorable thing and be right, then I just fucking get assassinated. Sometimes there's a price to pay for being honorable. There's a price to pay for being a good motherfucker.
There's not really any honorable people left in politics and in government.
You want to know something? I know that. That's why we need to kick the motherfuckers in there out. It's up to us.
They get elected though.
This is our shit.
It's not our shit, man. That shit was lost a long time ago.
Yep.
That shit was lost a long time ago. My mother-in-law said something to me the other day. She was just like, because I get worked up and shit, Zach, too. And she was pretty much like, you can't really get worked up now because you already know what's about to happen.
Yep.
Rome eventually will fall.
Oh, yeah.
It's something that has happened decade after decade, whatever era you want to put in. If there's a superpower, they will fall eventually, and they all fall from the inside.
Every empire.
This country is, and this is what 2A is pretty much like. We are preparing for eventually what the inevitability will be, because all this shit is not gonna go unchecked. All this shit that's going on, we see like y'all arguing about healthcare and shit like that, why are we arguing about a system that we know is fucked up? Why are we arguing about a system that we know is fucked up? Like,
I want that shit to change, bro. That's why I want that.
But it's not going to change until money gets out of politics and we don't have lobbyists and shit in DC. You see what I'm saying? Because if you notice, the most affluent area in this whole country is the area around DC.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's all populated by lobbyists and people that deal with dark money. Right. This is how when you become a senator and you was 100,000 there, and then you leave after 30 years, 200 7, 8, 9 figure person. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we sitting here arguing about shit amongst, like, because we are the common folk, right? They don't give a fuck that we arguing. Nope. The thing that really got me was at Jimmy Carter's funeral when Barack Obama and Donald Trump was sitting there all chummy. It
was ha kiki.
Ha kiki. And that shit let me know right then and there, because this dude literally said that you was an illegitimate president because you wasn't born here. He was sending people to Hawaii to look for your birth certificate and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, it's all a circus. It's a stage. We in the audience thinking this shit is real, but they really playing with us right now. They playing with our lives. They playing with literally our health. They playing with everything that the Trump administration literally just stopped. It was a executive order that he signed where he stopped the replacement of the lead pipes in the major cities.
Yeah, I know. They're stopping the food inspection too, and milk inspection and all that too.
So what are we doing? So yeah, we can have free healthcare and all that shit, but motherfuckers gonna get sick anyway. Motherfuckers gonna die because they taking away our safety nets to stop this shit. And what you were saying, Zach, about people dying, we are in a state where after King, especially for the Black community, after King was killed, after Malcolm X was killed, after Hampton was killed, after Lumumba was killed, it scared Medgar Evers, and the dude, Ibrahim Traore up in Burkina Faso right now. You see what they're trying to do to him?
Yeah.
He paid up all of that. They called him the most dangerous man in Africa because he kicked France out of Africa. He kicked France out. He paid back the International Monetary Fund. He basically made public all of their resources, so all the shit is going towards the people. And France and America call him the most dangerous motherfucker in Africa right now.
Yeah, and he paid off their debt too.
Yep, to the International Monetary Fund. Yep, he paid them all. It was like $2 trillion, $2-3 trillion. He paid it off in 2 weeks. What? So we sitting here arguing about Canada and the people's health care and shit like that. Who gives a fuck, man? Who really gives a fuck? Because the student loans, I owe student loans and I pay them shits. I don't want to pay that shit. Nobody should have to pay that shit because the cost of higher education is the problem. It's not that you have to pay the shit back. It's the fact that it costs that fucking much to go in the first damn place.
Yeah, but I think what happens is the only way you can get the cost down is if a whole bunch of people just decided, hey, I'm not going to pay that. That's too expensive. You see what I'm saying? Everybody, I used to tell people that, when people say college is too expensive, I said, so is the Cadillac Escalade, right? But the thing is everyone doesn't drive a Cadillac Escalade.
And everybody that has a college degree don't work in the field that they got a degree in.
That's exactly right.
That's a fact.
But I would feel fortunate.
Most jobs want you to have a college degree just to get the job, but the degree don't have to be in the field you're going to be working in.
That's right.
So my wife just got her master's. Like we just got back like an hour and a half ago from Kentucky, getting her master's, right? In her field of social work.
Congratulations.
A bachelor's degree will only take you so far.
Yeah, you need
That's
to.
right. But
You can't do shit. You can only go so far with just a bachelor's degree in social work. You have to get your master's to get to that upper echelon of money, right? So
yeah, you gotta get your MSW.
Yeah,
Jackie, I didn't know your wife was. That's what Jackie does. Jackie got her same thing. I didn't know your wife was a social worker.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah, but the thing is,
it's her calling. It's her calling.
Been common knowledge for 30, 40 years.
You said what?
That's been common knowledge for 30, 40 years that you can't do anything, unless you get your MSW, right? So then people spend all this money to get their baccalaureate, right, in social work, and then they know they can't get a job, right? I mean, if you were to tell people in high school, hey, how much money you think you're going to make with a bachelor's degree in social work?
You can never.
But some people, sometimes you have a field like we need teachers, we need social workers, we need people in these fields because my wife provides Zach's wife. They provide a service.
Mm-hmm.
So these people, Republicans really they talk shit about teachers. Teachers have one of the hardest jobs in America.
Oh, I know. I'm married to one.
But they get paid per what they do. They get paid the least.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. Okay.
They have to be a teacher. They got to be a mentor. They got to be a fucking parent. They got to do all this shit because most people, when they send their kids to school, they send their kids to school fucked up. Tell me I'm lying.
Sometimes I gotta be a therapist, social worker,
a therapist, all that shit. You gotta buy you gotta be the facilitator because you gotta buy material. You gotta do all this shit because a lot of these schools don't provide these teachers with the resources to get their own shit. So they gotta go get their own shit.
That's right.
So my only issue is our educational system, the higher educational system, all the shit is fucked up. All of it. Our healthcare system is fucked up. How can I go into the doctor's office and I had the emergency room visit because of my shoulder when I was working out? I got a bill from 3 different doctors. I got a bill from my primary physician. I got a bill from the motherfucker who did my x-ray. I had a bill from the motherfucker who did there was no chart. There was no chart in there. Say this is how much this costs. If I stick you with this needle, this is how much this costs. If I do this, which one a la carte? Which one do you want? Nobody said that. They just send the bill to your fucking insurance, and then insurance say I'm not paying for this, but you got to pay for this. And a lot of people don't have the insurance to do the shit in the first fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
So then we go bankrupt because I'm trying to stay healthy. So what most people do, I'm not gonna say poor people, black people. I'm just gonna say people in general is they go to the emergency room.
Right.
People don't understand how much it be costing in the hospital. I used to do medical collections, and I would see those bills.
Oh, you was the motherfucker calling people.
Yeah,
you were the motherfucker who was calling folks.
Yeah,
he was part of that evil empire.
But them motherfuckers, man, I was looking at this one bill. And the people them little cans of Sprite, them little baby cans of Sprite and shit.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers is $12 a piece.
Oh my god, man!
They charge too much money, right? They charge you too much money.
They do. But at the same time, I kind of understand why after doing medical collections. So the hospital, you go to the hospital, they send you a bill for $30,000 for a procedure you had or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
That fucking insurance company got a contract with them. Say, hey, you got to knock this much off.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to pay you. This is the allowable amount we're going to pay you for that procedure. So
but you
now that
$30,000, that's the hospital's fault. That's the hospital's fault. They should have negotiated a better deal.
Yeah, but they got to get the money somehow because you ain't finna pay them $30,000.
No, I'll let that bill go to wherever the hell they want to go. Fuck them.
Right, exactly. So they have to work out these deals with the insurance company so they can get some of the money back. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So now that $30,000 bill that shrunk down to $15,000. So
see,
now the insurance cut them a check for $10,000.
I think it's immoral.
Now you got $5,000 sitting down there that's got to be paid by you.
I think
and
it's immoral that
you should be able to pay this shit.
Billions of dollars. I think it's immoral that you should be able to make billions of dollars off of sickness and illness. I think that's immoral.
Yeah, it is fucked up. It is immoral. But that's why they charge the way they charge. I spent the night in the hospital so I can have a damn scan done. I'm allergic to iodine.
Mm-hmm.
I was in that motherfucker overnight getting pumped every hour. I was getting either a Benadryl shot or a steroid shot so I could get this scan done.
Mm.
So they did the shit that morning. I got home. A couple of weeks later, I get a bill in the mail, $11,000. You know what I'm saying?
That's ridiculous, man.
I think with the medical industry that we have in this country, it's the insurance company is the major issues that we have.
Hell yeah.
The insurance company is the major. That's why the boy when the dude killed the CEO, nobody cared.
Nobody gave a fuck.
Nobody gave a damn. You know, but the CEOs around the country, the rich people around the country, they was, I can't believe people celebrate. I can't believe people celebrating. Dude killed him in cold blood. They said because he been making decisions to kill motherfuckers every day.
Right.
He denied people service. That's why. Right. That's why. So they denied me. This is how crazy this shit is. Work for CSAs. I got United Healthcare. I went into the doctor. I be in the gym all damn time, so I fucked my shoulder up. I went to the doctor. He told me to go to the emergency room to go get an X-ray. I go get an X-ray. They was like, well, what was the, because they when they intake you and all that shit, they was like, well, what do you think it came from? I was like, it was a workout related injury, right? Come to find out, this heifer put in work related injury, so my insurance declined the claim. So I didn't know this shit. So a year and a half go by. I check my credit. My credit score done dropped like 7, 8, 9 points. I'm like, what the fuck? And it says it's a collection on my shit. So I go look. They said I got charged $987 for a denied claim, and I never paid that shit. And I'm racking my brain like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? Like, what's going on? I called the Mercy Health. They was like, oh yeah, you came in here because such and such and such and such. I was like, can you send me the records, please? They was like, yeah. I had to go through this whole long, drawn out thing, this form and shit to get this record. I get it. And it says right there at the bottom, work-related injury. And I said, these motherfuckers. I called my insurance agency. They was like, well, it's been too late. It's been too long. We can't resend it. Why the fuck can't you?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So you about to stick me with this $987 a bill and a mark on my credit? I best believe I got that shit taken off. But most people who don't have insurance, they just like, oh well.
Right.
They just like, oh well.
And now it don't even matter because medical stuff don't even hurt your credit. It don't even
it do. So hold on, Dre. How about this? Biden signed a bill that was supposed to go into law in October that says that it was not supposed to affect your credit. And it's supposed to go into effect in October. Trump rescinded it with an executive order. So all of that shit,
really?
Yes, he did. So he rescinded that order with an executive order. So that shit will go on your credit. Because mine was on my credit because it was supposed, he signed that bill into law.
Yeah, it was supposed to change.
That was supposed to change in October. Trump, the Orange Demon, he rescinded it.
He's a piece of shit.
So if you think about it, everything that he is doing is said, they be like, well, he's for the American people, But if you actually look at the policies that he's espousing, everything is about paying the rich and keeping the rich rich. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
It's an oligarchy, man. They're
It's an
oligarchs,
man.
That's what
He
they are.
told you what it was when he had the people, the rich motherfuckers surrounding him.
And you know what I keep hearing? Roblox? I keep hearing people saying that, oh, you should stop saying oligarchy because people don't know what it is. Go look that shit.
Go look at Chat GPT, goddamn.
Right. Everybody got a phone. You can find out what the fuck oligarchy means and what it is.
That's right.
I was watching some newscast. They was talking that shit. Well, you stop saying oligarchy because people don't know what it is. I was like, go fucking figure it out. That's what Google's for.
Oligarchy.
Everybody got a phone.
Yeah. It's a term that's old as hell. Look it up.
Right. It's another word for robber baron. That's what it is.
You're right, Silverback. Ain't no money in the cure, man. I know people that work in pharmaceuticals, dude. You know how much doctors get kicked back for prescribing certain medicine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much some pharmaceutical salesmen get paid?
A lot.
A whole bunch of money.
They get paid a lot to funnel these drugs to these doctors, and these doctors get paid a lot for prescribing this shit. That's why when you go in the doctor's office, they had a little pamphlet, the little stack of papers about this new medicine that they came out. That's because they didn't order that shit. Motherfucker came by the office and gave them that.
I've been at the doctor's office and the dude or the lady show up, the pharmaceutical rep. I've been there and seen.
They come to my job all the time. We have to turn them around and send them back out the door. They be trying to be slick too.
Yeah, they do.
Dr. So-and-so, please. Who are you? Oh, I just need to talk to them about some business. What is it? I'm with this company right here. Oh, yeah, you got to go before you get a police escort out of here.
Do you know how many people I know right now that got cancer? A lot.
It sucks.
There's a lot of people that I know that got cancer, man.
It sucks, man.
That's it right there, Charles Henry.
Yeah, the biggest drug dealers in America.
And so remember when Trump was like, I'm gonna bring the death penalty out for drug dealers. I was like, which drug dealers you talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
Which ones are we talking about?
He gonna have to kill the people that work at Merck and Bayer and all them other places. All them people
Johnson and Johnson.
Right. They're gonna have to get executed.
I look at how many people come in to my job wanting the COVID vaccine. I've literally seen COVID vaccine cards and little passport cards, whatever, that have been written on so many times from them having so many vaccines that there's nowhere else to write on them on the front or the back. So
I never had one. Never had one. And I had COVID 3 times.
Yeah, I had one. I had COVID 3 times too.
Don't touch me with that needle.
That didn't bother me, man. I've been taking vaccines since I was a fucking kid.
But I haven't had a flu shot since I was a kid. Like,
I didn't start getting flu shots until little Zach was born. That was because my wife wanted me to, because he was around. That was the only reason I started getting flu shots. But I've never once ever in my whole entire life been diagnosed with the flu. Not one time.
No.
I've never had the flu.
You get the flu when you take a shot.
I got sick from a flu shot, so I can't thank you for that.
I mean, I was sick as a dog, man. I had COVID. I was sick, you know what I'm saying? But my body fought that shit off. I went on by my business. I gave it to my wife. Her body fought that shit off. My kids have never had that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Little Zach gave it to me and to his grandmother and to my wife. He gave it to us. And then I just ended up catching it willy-nilly from who knows where.
Yeah, you wasn't about to stick me. My wife was like, because when she went over to Iraq, she was like, they stuck me with so much shit. I better be immune for everything, because you ain't about to stick me again. So when we talking about this country and shit, you know what I'm saying? We argue, and I didn't argue with Mega, and we ultimately we want to win, right?
Right.
You know what, Roblox? I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel like ultimately we won't win. I don't want to feel like that.
What you mean? Like,
I don't want to believe it that ultimately we won't win. I want to believe that if we could get our shit together, we can win. I don't want to believe that.
I don't think that there's nothing set. I just feel like we just need to live the life that we have right now to the fullest, because I really don't think that this shit is going to get better. Don't think that this shit is going to get better. I think we just need to live the life that we live and try to make the best of it, because Rome will fall.
Yeah, I know. That's history proves that no empire lasts forever.
I strongly believe that shit, man. I believe that eventually, because if you look at it right now, every country is basically kind of turning their back on us right now.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, they every country is kind of like,
because they can go around us. That's the thing.
I'll walk by Air State right now.
They can go around us, man. That's the thing. He thought he was gonna come in, be a bully. I'm gonna make you do this and do that. Countries looked him in his face and said, "Man, fuck you. What you think this is?" Now he have to back up on everything that he's saying now. He talked that shit that they were supposed to be going to negotiations with China. The headline came out. The Chinese left the negotiation. Never said why. Took their whole delegation, stormed out, and broke the fuck out. You know why? Because they was in there talking shit to him, and China like, fuck you. They got us over a barrel, and they know it.
And you know the crazy part about China is China has dealt with centuries of shit. They're a 1,500-year-old country. They've been there longer, like 3 times longer than America has been.
They believe in dynasty. They believe in planning for 1,000 years out, not the next 4 years for an election. They believe in planning for 1,000 years, not 4 years out. That's why they're trying to rebuild the Silk Road. That's why they all up in Africa and everywhere. They out here playing chess and fuckers in Washington playing checkers.
And Putin was just in Burkina Faso yesterday
because she's trying to play chess too.
That's right.
The only stupid ones right now is the motherfuckers sitting in Washington, and they're looking at them like, "You not tough. We don't gotta take shit from you," and that's what's happening.
But you already know the bully. The bully is always the weakest dude.
Right, but what's gonna happen? He getting kicked in his nuts. That's why he looking stupid. They gonna go around. We got countries who've never dealt with each other, dealing with each other now because like we'd rather not deal with this motherfucker. Let me deal with you. It's terrible, man. I don't trust our government as far as you can spit them. I don't think nobody. But looking at the
lose dollars of world currency, the people will feel the pain.
And that's something. The dollar is losing its place.
Question of when,
losing its place in the world. The dollar is the reserve currency of the world, but keep fucking around, it won't be.
Yeah, but that could still be a couple of 100 years, or could be tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
It looks like they're trying to make it tomorrow.
That's the whole reason why BRICS was founded.
Exactly.
But they just haven't figured out how they will make it work.
Right.
And if they do,
they're still, but they're bringing in other countries. Like I think Nigeria just joined. It's a couple other countries that are joining right now, but they're trying to build a firewall around themselves to block us.
Yeah. Tap in. That is about what the representation of that person is. It's not about the person that was run over. It was about running over the system. That's why they celebrated it.
Yeah, because I mean, we've lost. I think they said the U.S. dollar has lost it went down by 2-3%, and that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot when it comes to the world economy. Because if the dollar goes down below, like if it loses 10% of its power, like that's going to affect the whole world. That's going to affect the whole world. And then since Trump has been in office, when that first time the stock market crashed, we lost like $2 trillion, $2.5 trillion.
Right. In like a week.
In like a week. Like we lost that value. So I mean,
Big Zo, I had to go get with my financial people, man. Like, listen, what we gonna do about this? Because that shit going the wrong way. I said, well, let's move. We need to move stuff around. We need to. How you gonna help me protect myself?
I don't know.
And then Dennis said oil is traded on the dollar. So if you look at history, Dennis, every war that we have fought or any major assassination that has taken place in Africa or in the Middle East has been because the leaders of countries, of oil producing countries, have said we are going to stop trading our oil in a dollar, and we're going to start moving that shit through either Iraqi dinar or gold or some shit like that. And then all of a sudden somebody dies.
Yeah.
If you look at Libya.
That's why they killed Gaddafi.
Yep. Libya. What's his name? Saddam Hussein. So Saddam Hussein, Muammar Gaddafi, who was the one dude in another dude in Syria. All of those people, those were on the list for Israel for us to take out.
Yeah, right.
But also they was trying to trade their shit, kind of trying to get away from the dollar. So when you try to do that, that's a no-no, man. That's a no-no. And then folks end up dying, man. So I mean, we gotta think about the world, man. Because when we talk about the dollar, if the dollar go down, if they stop trading oil in the dollar, this country will become destitute.
That's it seems like that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to move us, because you have, I don't care what anybody says about filing bankruptcy. You have a degenerate businessman who doesn't know how to run businesses trying to call shots. And you could tell that's what's happening. That's why shit is all fucked up.
Yep.
The proof is in the pudding. You can tell. As soon as you get in office and start calling the shots, Mr. Big Businessman, we start losing all our fucking money. He don't know how to run no business. He is a degenerate businessman. It's like he's a degenerate gambler or whatever. That's what he is. He doesn't know how to run no fucking business. Because you file bankruptcy doesn't mean you know how to run a business. That's bullshit.
Well, see, he filed bankruptcy so much and he didn't pay his debts that he couldn't borrow any money from any U.S. bank.
Right.
He had to go to Russia. He had to go to Russia, to Deutsche Bank, and get money from them. That's why folks were saying that he had ties to Russia, because Russia was the only place that would loan him the money.
That's why I can't.
No bank in the United States, because he would not pay his debts back and he would just file for bankruptcy.
He's always been like, that's why a lot of people look at Donald Trump, because you know him from the Celebrity Apprentice and you saw him from television. I grew up in the market that guy is from. I know people personally who worked on projects and did things and didn't get paid because he don't pay people. That's what I'm saying. He's been on bullshit forever. This is not New York. Right. I grew up in Donald Trump's New York. I've known about him forever. He's a bullshit, degenerate businessman. He's still the same guy.
Hey, what Danny Schubert say? He said, Think Mega and I argued once because he defended Trump, and I just unsubscribed from his page. Okay, so look, me and Mega have argued tooth and nail. I told him about Project 2025.
They don't believe you.
He swore up and down that shit was nothing. It was made up. Trump said he ain't had nothing to do with it, and then after he got into office and he did damn near 90% of the shit that was on the agenda for the 2020 Project 2025. I don't even say shit to Megan because I know I was right. I don't even say shit, man. I just be like, dude, I tried to tell you.
There's nothing, Roblox. There's nothing you can say. He's doing the shit like page for page. Yep. They're doing the shit. It's crazy. That's right, Dr. T. New Yorkers know what Trump is. You grew up in that market, you know exactly who the fuck he is. He's being exactly who you know him to be. He's a degenerate businessman. That's what he is. He's been screwing over people of color his whole fucking life. So I'm like, nah, man, I don't want to hear shit about. He on some bullshit. It doesn't matter to me that he's a Republican. You can be a Republican, Democrat, whatever. If you're doing some shit that's good for the people, I can rock with you. But if everything that you're doing is fucking everybody, I can't get with you. If he does some shit that's good, I'm gonna be like, okay, he did some shit that's good. It's good for the American people. But he's not thinking about the American people. He's thinking about himself and them people that he surrounded himself with who got all them billions of dollars. Talking about the one guy talking about, oh, if you miss a Social Security check, you just a crook.
Hey.
My mother doesn't have to worry about getting a Social Security check. He's a billionaire. That's why your mother don't have to worry. Because you're a billionaire. Your moms don't get her check. You just write her a check and give her whatever the hell it is that she needs. It's bullshit. They're so disconnected from regular people. They don't give a fuck. It's bullshit, man. We got a fucking degenerate businessman running the damn country with a bunch of stupid kiss-ass guys who ain't men around him, kissing his ass, laughing at all his bullshit, stupid jokes and stuff. It's sad.
Question. So, like, I hate the Democrats too, though. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I hate them too.
I can't stand them. I think they're feckless, weak.
Yes.
They have no balls.
None.
My issue with them, right, is that they keep forcing candidates down our throats.
Yes.
Like, we did not pick this motherfucker, man.
No.
We wanted Bernie.
Right.
I wanted Bernie.
Bernie
Right?
Sanders.
I liked Bernie.
I like Bernie too.
And then they said we don't want Bernie because he don't take
corporate
money.
He's not
He not corporate. He don't take PAC money. He don't do this. We want Hillary. Hillary was horrible.
Everybody knew it.
Everybody knew it.
Kamala Harris was horrible. They did that with Biden too.
I saw something the other day. They said they are considering her again for 2028.
No, she running for governor for California. That's the thing. She running for governor. And she might win that shit. And they can have her. Stay over there. I don't
know who the hell is gonna be a presidential candidate. I just know it needs to be somebody who's gonna do some shit for people.
What about Stephen A?
I ain't voting for that motherfucker. First of all, and he a Queens dude too. He from Hollis just like me. I ain't voting for that clown ass dude.
Hey, look, man. I don't know, man. What the chat say, man? What y'all think?
We need somebody who can be the anti-Trump but have the same type of charisma and move the same.
Is that Jon Stewart? Is that Jon Stewart?
I would vote for him.
But see, his 2A credentials is.
But you want to know something? And that's the thing too. I can't lock myself into being a one-issue voter. Guns are important, but keep people alive and shit like that is important too, and finances is important too.
Yeah,
it's not. Guns aren't the most important thing.
What are y'all thoughts about Mr. Scott or Donald?
Combs.
Who?
Combs.
Scott or Donald?
Yeah, them butter biscuit eating Sambos. Butter
biscuits. Don't get it fucked up, cuz.
No, they
butter biscuit up.
They two butter biscuit eating Sambos. That's what they are. Thank you, Mr. Dixon. Fuck them. They butter biscuit eating Sambos.
You know the funniest shit is that they are both in white districts. Both of them.
Ain't they married to white women?
Both of them.
I know the one.
I think Scott is gay. But
I don't think Scott is married at all.
I think Scott gay, and he just married that chick just to do it, just to make himself more palatable to white Republicans.
I agree with you. I think he gay too.
Okay, I got somebody for you guys.
Who?
What about and this may be somebody who tries to come along with the Democrats. Right. What about AOC?
Hell no.
You want to know something?
I don't like her.
To look. I think she's not experienced enough.
I think she's experienced. I think she's smart as hell.
Now, see, you want to know something? If Bernie wasn't so old, if he wasn't so old, and there was a Sanders, Ocasio-Cortez ticket, I think they would clean the freaking whoever they run against clock. Because what's happening is Donald Trump used populism to win. That's what he did.
She is now old enough to run. She will be old enough to run in 2028.
Well, they're gonna have her run against Chuck Schumer and take his
Chuck Schumer. Get the fuck out of here. He is the poster child for feckless and
weak. That's what I'm saying. But they're gonna have her run against him to take his Senate seat. That's what they're gonna do. She's gonna run against him and take his Tennessee. That's what she's gonna do.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't dislike her. She's from the Bronx. She got a little fire in her. I don't dislike her. I don't dislike her politics. I think sometimes they go too far left. That's the problem.
That's the problem. Because I mean, I can't get with the but okay, so look, messaging is the biggest part with Democrats.
Right.
The messaging. They like one thing you can say about Trump is that motherfucker is a salesman.
Right. He's a carnival walker, man.
He's a salesman. He is the motherfucker that comes into the village or the saloon with the carriage in the back, and he opens that bad boy up, and it's a whole popping circus, all this stuff, and it's bells and whistles, and he's selling. I can heal. I can get that gout.
Right, this is clear up your acne.
It's like that gout that's in your big toe. I said I can get it all out. Said, just give me all your money. Give me all your money, and I give you this tonic. You take
who's
this
that? BP Bashir, Governor Bashir. Is that the governor of Kentucky?
Yeah.
Oh, the black is it? The
one who's going to be trying. Well, there was a black gentleman,
Democrat. The
he was trying to
governor of Kentucky.
He was trying to. There was one guy who was trying to win. I know there's a Democrat who's the governor of Kentucky now. I think that's Governor Andy Bashir. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much. I don't know much about him.
See, I love Jasmine Crockett, man.
I like Jasmine Crockett too.
I love Jasmine Crockett, man. And the thing is, and this is my issue right now. The red pill space, these motherfuckers like Anton Daniels and all these I'm telling you, these motherfuckers, man, the way they talk about this woman, but don't say nothing about Marjorie Taylor Greene, retarded ass. That look like
right. Who actually running around like she got mental illness.
Right. Or Lauren Boebert. They don't say nothing about these or Laura Loomer or
and that other chick too, who always talking about the trans people.
Yeah, I forgot her what's her name? Nancy Mace.
Yeah, Nancy Mace. Her.
So they sit there and you can just don't say nothing about what these folks do. But Jasmine Crockett got smoke for all of them.
Right.
She actually, and she's very intelligent. They say she doesn't have any credentials. She's been a lawyer for 20 years.
She could be somewhere being rich, but she chooses to be in public service. Westmore.
But the problem is that Jasmine Crockett could never win.
No, they wouldn't.
Because the smear campaign has already started.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
First thing they're gonna say is that she's too ghetto, and she just when the most ghetto person going is the president of the United States.
Yep. Okay. I know who will win. I know who can run. Who will win?
Who?
Tiffany Henyard.
Oh my God.
She can't win.
She's the people's mayor.
She's a Superman.
You know what? I've met Tim Scott. I mean, I was working I think it was my first year on the road. I was in South Carolina and I went to the movies and he was there with his bodyguards. I think it was his freshman year. It was his freshman year. And I was like, oh man, Tim Scott, right? He was like, yeah, I shook his hand, he was cool. And then I went on about my business, watched the movie, whatever. Now, looking at it now, he's that dude that will say and do anything.
Yeah.
So what's her name? Remember what was her name? She was the governor of South Carolina, Nikki Haley.
Yeah, Nikki Haley.
Nikki Haley is the one who put Tim Scott on.
Mm-hmm.
He owes his career to Nikki Haley.
That's right.
Yeah.
She asked him to back her. No, sir. I got to go behind Trump. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dude he was. He said on national TV,
he called him daddy.
I love you.
He called him daddy.
Byron Donalds called him daddy.
Oh yeah, I know, but Scott then called him daddy too.
Hey man, I can't
understand that. I can't be a grown man nowhere calling nobody daddy but my father.
Hell no.
That's it. Nah, man, I'm telling you, it's the butter biscuit eating Sambos, man. That's what they are. I stopped calling people Uncle Tom because if you read the book, Uncle Tom is actually a good
Sambo. Kid. Yeah,
Sambo was the one who was bullshit.
Sambo was the motherfucker that turned on folks. So I mean, I'm when it comes to politics, man, I'm just kind of like, I don't even care no more. Local politics is gonna be my bag. Has been my bag for a little while. Just vote locally, man. The governor, your ward, your senator, your congressman, all those folks. Just vote those people. Call them when you got some shit on your mind. Leave messages. Do all the shit that you got to do. Email them. Do all the shit that you have to do for the bills that you want. That's the only thing you can really do because the presidency is so fucking fraudulent and bought and paid for. It's like, and the Democrats have shown the constituents literally, you can want a person and they will disregard. They did it in front of our faces and they did it in front of our faces at the convention when they just literally took two states delegates away from Bernie Sanders and just gave. They did it in our face and nobody did anything.
They didn't want Bernie, and Bernie would have won.
Bernie would have won.
Bernie was running. All Bernie was doing, Bernie was running Jesse Jackson's campaign. That's what Bernie was running. He was running Jesse Jackson's campaign.
Because it affects my business.
What you say?
He said it affects my bottom line.
Democrats, it affects my business.
You want to know something, Dre? When the Democrats had the presidency, they had the House and the Senate. You know they didn't do shit with the guns.
They didn't do shit to your business.
They didn't do shit to the guns. They didn't do nothing. They had the supermajority, and they didn't do shit. That's how Obamacare got passed.
That was the first.
So after Obama was great for business, but after his era, when Biden came in, it was bad for us.
Well, Trump ain't fucking up.
Trump came after Obama, though, Dre.
I'm talking about when Biden was in office.
But what about when Trump was in office? What about when Trump was in office?
It didn't really affect us.
So Trump 45 instead of Trump 47.
So I think Trump fucked your business up for the simple fact that he gave the Biden administration and the ATF the blueprint to go after the braces, because he said just go after the bump stocks.
Yep.
And that gave the ATF. That gave the ATF.
When Biden was in office, all they did was go after everything they could gun related. They were shooting all kinds of shit.
But it started under Trump, though.
Right, that started under Trump. But Trump started under Trump. He actually did something to hurt that owner.
But the only thing that he really did was bump stocks. Nobody cared about bump stocks anyway.
No. What I said was he laid the blueprint.
Yeah, I know what you said. I heard what you said. Okay, I know what you did.
I got you.
But nobody gave a fuck about that. I'm living at the hard.
That's not the point. The point isn't that nobody gives a fuck about that. The fact of the matter is he was the catalyst to start the bullshit. Doesn't matter if they didn't care about it or not. If I give you the blueprint to fuck shit up later, that motherfucker's the cause of it.
But at the same time, they the ones that actually pulled the trigger and did all the shit. When you look at California, when you look at Illinois,
that state
when you look at all those different blue states with all these strict ass gun laws, they had nothing to do with Trump. That shit they've been doing. But they have influence. They have influence on the federal level.
No,
because the federal government.
Let me tell you something. The gun lobby is one of the strongest lobbyists in the country. The gun lobby has one of the strongest lobbyists in the country. When they killed all those little children in Connecticut, and they walked in there and shot all those little white kids, and they didn't do shit, I knew then that the government wasn't going to do a fucking thing about anything that had to do with guns. I knew that our guns were safe. They can try to do all type of little bullshit on the side or whatever. That person walked in that school and shot at them little white children. They didn't do shit. I knew they wasn't doing. I knew they wasn't doing nothing.
I'm in this industry, and
I know you're in the industry. But I
don't trust.
Been in it for years. I know how shit was when you were in office during the time.
Trump is an anti-gun New Yorker. He is. He's not pro-gun. Not at all. None of them are pro-gun. They want to have an oligarchy and be able to rule the people. You can't rule.
But I know
armed
how
citizenry.
business
You only
was
rule
when
an
certain
unarmed
people was
citizenry.
in office.
Listen,
I
They
know
said,
who was making money when we
they
wasn't.
said Obama was gonna take all the guns. I
right.
remember.
They said Obama and Obama.
Obama sold guns out of fear.
Well, I mean,
he sold guns strictly out of fear.
He didn't take nobody's guns. He didn't take nobody's guns, did he?
Yeah, he tried.
He didn't do.
He tried.
He didn't do
shit
to help. He didn't do shit to help the
Obama came in guns blazing. That's all
he didn't do shit to hurt the American gun owner.
But
if you look at those two presidents, you look at Barack Obama, you look at Barack Obama, you look at Donald Trump, and you look at Joe Biden. Those presidents, the ones
didn't hurt us that bad because the shit that he was doing, he can't do the shit he wanted to do. He can't do with executive order.
Who?
If he could have done it with executive order, then it would have been a whole different game.
You want?
With Obama.
Do you want to know something? Trump is proving that all that stuff that we thought is bullshit. Because he's doing everything through executive order. This motherfucker had the Supreme Court tell him, you put that motherfucker back on the plane and you bring him back here. You need to have his due process. You know what he did? It was a 9-0 decision. He looked them in their face and like, I ain't doing shit. He proving that because the Supreme Court don't have a law enforcement arm. The executive branch runs the people with the guns who go pick people up. Trump is using all of the levers on the outside of the fringes of government to do what the fuck he want to do. So people keep saying, oh, it's just an executive order.
Some of the people are saying that,
and that's why he keeps doing this shit. He told the Supreme Court to kiss his ass.
Defense, he wasn't using due process whenever he came to this country, and then whenever he got deported out of this country, then for there they said that they denied his due process. So I don't know. Some people are saying that the guy didn't get due process throughout the whole process, but then it's like they're saying that he didn't use due process to try to come to this country.
That's not who you talking about. The guy who they sent over to El Salvador.
So,
Grego
Garcia. What I'm saying is,
that Garcia guy, a judge actually said that he can't be removed and sent to El Salvador. There was a judge
who
put
that order in and said industry. I know when my industry was making money and when I wasn't. And every time we wasn't making money and we was having to fight our asses off, it was during the Biden administration.
Okay.
Okay. So just I understand what you're saying, Dre, but just to piggyback on that, so how the government work, and I know y'all know this. How the government works is something that is put into law or something that is happening just don't stop when somebody gets elected.
Right.
Right.
It don't just stop when somebody gets elected.
Yeah, but so the
stuff that the ATF was allowed to implement and the stuff that they were doing that affected us directly that y'all wouldn't know about because you're not in my industry.
No, but what I'm saying,
you're in jeopardy of losing licenses and stuff.
So
I got send in those seminars that they send out. They have seminars just for us.
My boy Steve, where I go to get most of all my shit, like we sit here and talk about this shit. He said that the worst thing that could have ever happened to him was Trump getting in the office at 45 because his lawlessness with the bump stock is what started this whole thing. So
he's right.
So hold on. So if Trump never did that shit with the bump stocks, none of this shit would have happened. So when he left office, the ATF was already hit the ground running. They going after every fucking thing. They're going after every fucking thing. If Trump never would have done this shit in the first place,
that's a fact.
Y'all wouldn't have this. Y'all wouldn't have that issue under Biden. I promise you that, because the Safer Communities Act is the only bill that Biden passed and Republicans signed on to that. But none of that shit was talking about taking any guns. That was like, we're going to go and we're going to have.
It was red flag laws and shit like that. It was to appease. They was
talking about red flag. They was talking about red flag laws under Trump. When Trump, towards the end of his, because what was that, the last shooting that happened under Trump? They was talking about red flag laws. That was the shooting that happened in Florida. So all I'm saying is yes.
That's when they passed that.
So Dre, you are right. You are right. Under Biden, that shit went down. But if Trump never would have put that template out there for them to follow, just saying F everybody's rights, I'm telling you, none of that shit would have happened. Hey, I gotta go in a minute. Let's do this draw.
And that's the thing now too, Roblox. They have a super majority. If they want to do something for guns, they can do the shit. It's piecemeal. They don't want us that. They don't want us to have guns either. They don't. They want to do some shit. They can do it.
A whole lot of shit.
They got the majority in the House, they got the majority in the Senate, and they got a Republican president. If they want to do some shit, they can do it now.
You can have a super majority, but you still got to beat that filibuster.
Yeah, you can't beat the filibuster in the.
Wait. The filibuster depends on what it is.
Fiscal things. That's only for
right.
Fiscal things.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's only for
you
fiscal.
can beat. That's why Cory Booker was up there for so long, because it had to do with the financial shit.
Yep.
The fiscal stuff. So they can pass whatever if they want to do. Across the country reciprocity, if they want to take shit off the NFA, all this shit they can do. They don't want to do it because they have the power to do it right now. They don't want to do it. That's why I'm like, fuck them too. They don't want to do it.
I'm looking for
bullshit.
Hey, what happened? What happened to the Epstein files that was supposed to drop?
He ain't dropping the files because Trump was on that. Because Trump was on that island. He met Melania at an Epstein party.
Oh gosh,
he did. It's true. He met Melania at an Epstein party. That's where he met her, and she tricked him and ended up having a baby and got with him so that she can have some money. And he stuck with him.
You can tell that she don't like that dude.
She don't care nothing about that dude, man.
She don't like that dude, man. You know, let's spin this funky ass wheel, man. This is my bedtime.
Yeah, listen, we got. If anybody want to get in, come on and get in now. Give you 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna spin this wheel.
One of the big problems was the policy of 0 mistakes for the FFL. Hey man, the FFL that I worked at when I was working at Woodville Surplus Store, they got their shit taken because they had mistakes on their 4473s.
Wow.
Yeah, man. They said either you gonna pay this $40,000 fine, or we gonna take your FFL. And the owner was like, "You can take it."
He said, "Let's see what's coming out of the Diddy case Monday." I don't know. I think Diddy gonna get off.
I think Diddy gonna get off because they said something happened to one of the witnesses.
And not to mention the fact they offered him a deal and he turned it down. I think them lawyers is like, nah, man, don't take nothing. I don't think they're gonna get him. I think he's gonna get off.
If he gets off, he's still gonna end up broke though.
But here's the thing. What Diddy did to Cassie was some bullshit. It was. He shouldn't have done that to her. She wanted a payment. He paid her off. She settled out. As far as I'm concerned, that's done. If he was just locked up now because he did some freaky shit, he a freak. Nah, man. You can't. The dude can be a freak all he wants as long as he wasn't doing nothing illegal. You gotta prove
that much baby oil is illegal.
That's a lot of baby oil.
I don't care. The man like it. He like it slippery. What can I say? He like it wet and squirming. I can't say no. Listen, that's freaking.
That's too much. That's somehow I need to find me a legal statute that says that you got to go to jail.
You ain't lying, boy. How you say? Makes you want to get Johnson and Johnson stock.
And not to mention the fact they keep talking about. That's the thing too. They offering him a deal because something in that case ain't strong enough. That's what they're offering a deal. Yep. And when you got a good team of lawyers like he do, he got them bulldogs. When they start cross-examining people, that's when the shit really start coming out. Then, because we only seeing the side that the media is saying he did this, he had baby oil, he's this, he's that, blah 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 blah. But we ain't see when his lawyers start cross-examining people and putting people under pressure.
2A rater, that don't even make no sense. They're gonna get paid regardless, dude. They're gonna get paid regardless.
Yeah. He ain't guilty of
charge. End up with some time.
He's not guilty of charge. He's innocent until proven guilty. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
He sniped that girl around. He did. And he was wrong. And somebody should kick his ass for that. But you know what happened? She wanted $30 million or whatever to make it go away. He gave it to her. And then she still kept running her mouth. To me, that's some bullshit. I don't care what nobody said. Because if she thought it was so important, she'd have made sure his ass got locked up, not took his money, and then you go back, and now you want to get him locked up. That's bullshit. I don't want to hear that. She should have shut the fuck up. Or don't take the money.
30 million's a whole bunch of money.
Oh, that's right. If she was going to take the money and keep it moving. That's what I'm saying. If he a freak, he a freak. I don't care.
I think it's a little bit more than that, but You know,
Yeah.
that's just me thinking. But I'm thinking that it's a little bit more than that because everybody know in the industry that Diddy been on some bullshit for a while. That's why he don't nobody really fuck with him, and they ain't really been fucking with him. So
that's right.
I think
like,
that was a lot of damn baby oil that bro had.
that was a lot of baby oil.
That was
listen,
a lot
man,
of baby
oil. If they can prove
lot of
that the
baby
guy
oil,
did
bro.
something, if they can prove he did something illegal, then hey, he got to get it. But if the fact is that he's just a freaky ass dude, then yo, he ain't committing no crime. It ain't against the law to be a freak.
Ain't that much freaking out there, bro.
Let me tell you something. Big Dre, when you a man who can have anything and everything that he wants, anytime that he wants to, who knows what kind of thing he decided he wanted to go get into because everything's at the palm of your hands, man.
No.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp too.
He's used
I don't know, Zach.
buying it.
You don't know what?
I don't know, Zach.
Listen, man, people got all different type of proclivities. They do. And because someone likes some freaky shit, you got some freaky shit that you like, nigga.
Hold up, cuz.
That's what I'm doing.
It's true. That's what I'm saying.
Man, I'm married. I don't do that no more.
If he's guilty of some heinous, some terrible shit and was drugging people and all type of shit, he got to pay for it. But if that was always my thing. But if the man just freaky and nasty, ain't no law against that, man. Ain't no law against that. It done tore him down in the court of public opinion. What if it all comes out now that all of that was bullshit and the only thing that he did was smack that girl around? Then what people gonna say? Yo, he was a freak. So what? You allowed to be a freak in America.
He didn't just smack her around. He drugged the shit out of that motherfucker. He like turning that motherfucker.
But that's what I mean. What he did to her was wrong. What he did to her was wrong.
He was taping them, man. He was doing some. They go okay. So
there's a reason why
the feds don't come knocking unless they got something.
Unless they got solid evidence.
That's right.
There's a reason why they offered him a deal, and there's a reason why they didn't take it.
Well, the reason why they offered him a deal is because it was probably like there's a lot of shit on here. Because if you go to trial, everything goes to discovery, everything gets put out. So they like, hey, do you want to do this? Like we can put all this shit out, or you can just take this plea. So if he like, hey, fuck it, let's go. He might just say, hey, it is what it is. I mean, everybody think this way about me anyway, so why not? So I mean, because that's what they do with when you got money like that. When they offer you a plea deal, they going to discovery is everything. And then what's the name got to go to discovery? Cassie. Anybody that is going against him, they shit got to go to discovery too.
Yes,
right.
So that's what I'm saying.
So if you accusing him of doing something to you, then they be like, well, what did it do?
Hey, bro, I need you to do me a favor, Zach.
What?
You can't be sitting here talking about Diddy freak offs and people getting their booty snatched and stuff.
Oh, Lord.
Baby oil and shit, and have a motherfucker on a damn wheel named STD.
That's what I call him.
You need to say something different.
That's what I call him.
What's going on here?
That's Silverback.
I ain't on there. Yeah, I am. Never mind.
Yeah, you on there. I put everybody on there. I went back to the list and double check before we were doing it.
Hey, no, the Shannon need to leave them white girls alone.
That's his problem.
Cat Williams done told him.
Shannon Sharp,
he told him. Everybody done told his ass.
Yo, man, he got to think.
White girls
he got to think for the snow bunnies, man. I mean, listen.
Leave them white girls alone.
It's
they ain't
stupid.
You nothing but trouble.
But it's stupid. But that ain't illegal either.
It ain't illegal, but it's gonna be illegal to your pockets.
Yeah, I know. He messed himself up because he was an older man.
He should have got with Tracy Ellis Ross. He should have got with Tracy Ellis Ross.
All his shit.
Tracy Ellis Ross don't want to be with him. Tracy Ellis Ross wants somebody she can control.
No, they both need to be together. You shut up. That's what they do.
He on here?
He said he ain't on there.
Suffer.
In that funky ass wheel. Who got the most? He's got about 18 slots.
Now,
suffer.
Who riding? Did you send it to me or did you send it to Toledo?
He probably sent it to RGG shit.
Because I put everybody that I was putting it in while I was doing it. I was putting it on the wheel. Who'd you send it to? Who Ryan? Who'd you send it to? You sent it to me, or did you send it? Well, let me see if I'm missing something.
My bad, Silverback. Still, you need to say that different.
I'm missing somebody. Hold on, I gotta go back and see, make sure I'm not missing anybody.
I'm not on there.
Shuffle.
I'm messing with you, Zach.
So I'm going back and looking now because
G, BP, Big Zo, Charles Henry. Damn.
Shuffle.
Y'all want that gun bad.
It's my bedtime. Shit.
I think C's gonna win.
I'm blocking either way.
who riding? What name am I missing, man?
Is
Big Zo, did you send something in?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm a panelist. I can't win.
Then who riding? I got you. I think you gotta be Zozo. I'm pretty
Big
sure.
Zo?
I think Zozo is who riding. I think.
Zozo is who riding?
Yeah, and I put Big Zo by mistake. That's gotta be it. How much did you send, who riding?
Now, who riding? If you win, I'll just take the ammo.
That's him. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I put Big Zo. That's my bad, man. Well, I'm getting ready to spin this damn wheel, y'all.
Spin that.
But like Billy was saying, I'm about to spin this funky ass wheel. Shuffle.
Shuffle.
Shuffle. Roadblock. Do the countdown.
Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spin that funky ass wheel.
Here we go. Who's it gonna be?
Roadblock. 45.
See,
Lord Jesus again.
I told you.
Wow, he's someone.
I told
He's
you.
someone. Oh,
I told you.
She's got privileges.
Hey, did you say she was gonna win?
Yep.
Somebody said she was big. That's Dre said.
Exactly. All right, y'all. I gotta go.
I apologize to Big Zo for not saying it was him.
All right, y'all. I gotta go. Congratulations, Siege.
I'll get with CJ. I'll get you her information and everything, Roblox, for the red dot and everything.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Do you want? I just send it to her. I mean, I could just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll get you the address and everything so you can send it.
Okay. All right. Yep. Peace.
All right, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Hey, no problem, man.
peace, baby.
Much love, fam.
Yep.
For sure.
Congratulations, Siege. Down.
Gotta drop the link.
Siege is
She's traveling.
driving. She's traveling.
Oh, okay.
He said, never mind, I want a refund.
Yeah, she just beat me out every time. Nah, man. Thanks for coming out, y'all. Big Zo, Big Dre. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate y'all.
It's a big
Family
baby.
out there in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Listen, this is gonna go towards a good cause, so we can have a hell of a time in Atlanta. We're gonna have a good time, yo. If you've been there before, you know we're gonna have a good time. If you haven't, can't wait. Can't wait to see everybody.
I'm bringing some Uncle Nearest.
We're gonna get I got a fresh bottle I'm bringing too.
You ain't got one of my bottles, boy. My bottle's exclusive. You got to get them from the distillery.
I don't know where I got that Uncle Nearest from that I got.
Yeah, you got to get them bottles I get from the distillery, son.
All right. Well, listen, y'all. Thanks for coming out. We're going to keep going. We're trying to hit 10. Appreciate y'all. Layaway. June 6th, 7th. Regular meetup. Yo, I'll see y'all probably Wednesday night. All right?
Peace.
Peace, family. Peace.